So, you guys are doing some things and some stuff.
Sleeping, notably.
Sleeping, notably. During which time Seraph tosses and turns in her sleep. She's reliving the night of her parents' murder, a nightmare that recurs when she's stressed. She's back in the living room of the manor, her parents laying dead on the floor in front of her. Puncture wounds fill the center of her focus. Tendrils of glowing purple eldritch energy spread from the wounds, making twisting patterns across their skin. Officials mill about the scene, inspecting the bodies, the broken glass of the front windows, trying to desperately find something to help identify the killer or even the weapon used. To Seraph, these figures blend into the background. The scene changes, and Seraph finds herself as an adult, as she is now, in an unfamiliar forest. She feels as if something is watching her. She's alone. No Hedgeward, no Crow, no Windriders. Feeling the pressure of eyes on her back, she begins moving, walking, but the presence remains. Sorry, just got a message. The presence remains, silent, watching, following. Seraph breaks into a run. Branches scratch her face and threaten to get caught on her horns. She ducks under a low-hanging branch and quickens her pace, jogging at first, but it isn't long before Seraph is in a full sprint. Still, silence behind her, just the presence of someone giving chase, the unnerving feeling of an invisible predator. As Seraph hops over a root in the middle of the path, the tree to her right erupts in an explosion of purple light. And with that, Seraph awakens. The false, early morning sunlight from the window casting the room in a soft orange glow. To her left, Ilya sleeps peacefully.
So if I'm just gonna wake up in the middle of the night freaking out, I'm just gonna.
That's the morning.
Okay, fair enough. I would just lay back down, trying to temper my own breathing, not disturb anyone who might be sleeping next to me. Cough, cough, nudge, nudge. I mean, you said this is a common occurrence?
Yeah, it's something you've relived before.
Then yeah,
Relived?
I would try to play it off as cool as possible.
Heard. If that's the case, then the four of you wake up at your normal times. The morning in this inn is about as busy as it was last night. Most people are eating some small form of breakfast.
All right, well then, while we're all sitting around and just like having breakfast, I would explain to all of you the dream that I just had. Does that sound familiar to you guys at all? Like purple tendrily marks on dead bodies, or is that just me?
Can I maybe make a check to know? I don't know.
Yeah, like an Arcana check or something.
Arcana for sure. Arcana would be it.
I'm not gonna roll. I'm not trained.
I can roll, but I get disadvantage.
A 12.
Still a 12.
Not bad for disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely magical. It's not it's not holy magic, or like nature magic. It is definitely arcane magic that would cause those.
Kind of shit you're familiar with.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I mean it definitely is fucking magic.
I'm gonna pull the little tooth out of my bag, the one I have on a necklace, and hand it over to Miriam and say, "You don't think this could have caused it?"
I don't remember. Did we ever determine what that was?
In character, no.
Yeah, none of us recognized it.
Yeah, and I know that we rolled for it, but I don't know if we ever.
Yeah, I don't have any way to sort of identify this, but I mean, it's possible.
Have you guys ever tried to identify this in character before?
I showed
Not
it
with
to.
the spell, but you had at least Miriam and Xander roll for it at one point.
It was Miriam and Ilya.
Oh,
So I haven't rolled. What do I need to roll to see if I recognize it? Nature?
You could do nature or arcana.
Both of my rolls are not gonna be great either way. Oh, that's normal. That's not at advantage, so it's a 12.
Uh. Un momento, por favor.
I mean, I know that Xander's seen a lot of odd things in his life, but
I'm gonna just whisper you really quick.
okay.
There we go. I know you have some monsters in your backstory, but I'm not sure exactly which ones.
I would say no. So I don't think I'd be able to identify it either.
Yeah, you don't. You are sure that that's from sort of monster, but you're not sure what kind.
Yeah, I imagine more of my specialty would be identifying like any demonic creatures or anything.
Yeah,
from
no,
the
not so
abyss,
much.
And this isn't really anything like that. Well, it's not from a displacer beast. Their fangs tend to be a lot larger. So, I'm not sure. Could be from any manner of creature.
Oh well, it was worth a try. I stuff it back in my bag.
It doesn't mean it's not related. I mean,
Well, but without knowing what it is, we're just shooting in the dark, hoping for an answer.
maybe it's kind of cruel of me to ask. I mean, you mentioned it was your parents' bodies, and maybe you've explained it to the others, but we've never had this conversation. How did they pass?
I wish I had a feasible answer to that question. They don't know. I don't know. Seemingly, no one does.
So, were they at home? Was it
Yeah.
Was it broken into?
As far as we can tell, it was broken into, but by who, how they killed them, all of it's still a mystery.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
to
mean
be fair, go ahead.
I don't mean to bring up, old wounds or reopen anything that you might not want to discuss, but I mean, was anything taken?
Not that I mean, to be honest, they've been dead longer than they were alive when I knew them, so it's kind of old hat at this point. But as far as I know, no, nothing was taken. The necklace was left. That's all that I know.
So wait, it came like this, already on a necklace. It wasn't like broken off to the side.
Yeah, it was in my mom's hands.
That's
strange.
interesting. Well, it likely belonged to their attacker. I know that, again, without trying to be insensitive, Seraph, generally whenever people are given a final blow, they'll grasp out at things, and once something's in their grip, they're not likely to let go. So it likely belonged to whoever the attacker was.
Possibly. I mean, probably even, but unless we find somebody else wearing one, I don't know what else we can do about it.
If you want, I can. The next time we're in a less elfy town, I suppose, I could ask some people. If you let me see it, I could try to draw it out. Or if one of you are more artistically inclined to draw it so I could give it some contacts.
I mean, yeah, if we're all there, I could just give it to you. You could just take it with you. Honestly, I'd rather not carry it around, but I need it for the moment.
No, because it's probably going to be like a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy that doesn't want to talk to me
Fair enough.
situation. But yeah, unfortunately, all of the vellum that isn't written on is back at Damarel in Aiden's study. I brought some of his paperwork with me, but I haven't had the time to look through it.
God damn it, Edward.
We'll look at it as soon as we can, and then I'm gonna like drop a piece of ham into Hedgeward.
just laying on his branch.
Oh my god.
It like he moves his branches as if to chew it, but then the ham just kind of falls in between his three legs.
I'm then going to take Crow out of my pocket and put him in front of the ham.
Yeah, Crow will totally eat the ham.
Well, that's enough of being sad for the day. Let's get going, yeah?
We've got a bit of a journey ahead of us, I'm pretty sure.
A bit.
Just a little.
So yeah, it's gonna be a trek through the woods, like a long while. And days go by as you travel deeper and deeper into the woods at weirdly regular intervals around or along the path rather. You're able to refill your water skins. I can fucking speak today, I swear to God. You're able to refill your water skins.
Don't worry, it's a
At
hard word to
springs.
say.
Yeah, water skins, totally difficult. At springs nestled in tree roots at the edges of the path. They look like they're naturally formed springs, but the regularity of them on this path makes you wonder. Every night you've been able to camp on the side of the path, or at least for the past 2 nights, finding no inn or other accommodations. Plants dot the path in bunches, the signs that it isn't as used as it once was. And as you traverse deeper and deeper, the trees grow larger and larger. At the end of a week, the trunks of the trees are nearing 20 feet in diameter. Since it's the end of the week, I would like each of you to mark off 7 rations.
So let's say somebody doesn't have any rations.
Yeah, I think we party kept them, didn't we? All in
So
Aiden.
I took the liberty of poking around in your character sheets. There are rations in the bag of holding.
Who doesn't have rations?
I have
Marianne.
I have some. I took them out of mine.
Yeah, and some of you have rations on you.
Okay, I took 7 out of the bag for Miriam.
This might be something that you have to start worrying about.
Good to know.
And mine, because my rations were mixed in.
So that's 28 rations that are gone. Again, you guys move deeper and deeper into the woods. 7 days has passed initially, and I had you mark off the 7 rations. We're going to move 9 days further. So this is going to be Yucca first, actually.
Real quick, as a note, the initial idea that I had gotten was that this area was not as far away as it ends up being.
Yeah.
Is it possible that I could have paid for more rations in the event?
That's
Because
the same
yeah,
thing.
I don't have enough rations to pay for Miriam and myself in the bag anymore. Because I did not know
Could
it was
we
going to
have
be this
gotten
far
some
away.
at one of the inns that we stayed in?
Yeah, you could.
Even like before we left Damarel.
Yeah, so you would have known that it would have been like about a month and a half ish. Rations only cost 5 silver pieces.
So it's like a gold piece per day between me and Miriam then.
Yeah, basically.
So 30.
Account for about 45 days.
Okay, but it's both ways. Okay, yeah, I'll do the math and I'll do the math. Just give me a bit. You can keep going.
There is also the possibility of hunting if you guys would like to do that.
I mean,
Um,
yeah.
what kind of associated checks would require hunting?
Nature checks. Yeah,
I mean, it
maybe
doesn't
the odd
hurt to try.
survival.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll try to hunt.
Miri would also probably do that because she's done that before.
Yeah,
In
let's
her
say
past.
this is day 10. So everybody mark off 3 rations.
I got you, Lakin. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
And then 2 of you are going to try to hunt.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
let's-
said nature or survival?
nature or survival. But first, I would like each of you to roll a d12.
All right, is this day 10 or is this day 17?
This is going to be day 10.
I got
All
11.
right.
Okay, Steven.
So Seraph.
The bag of holding reflects the correct number of rations I have in it.
Cool. And you subtracted gold?
Yeah, I took it out of party funds. I figured food is party funds.
Yeah, that's fair. Seraph, we're going to do you last.
Okay.
Let's see. Tatum got a 4, and Miriam got a 6. Miriam, we're going to do you first.
Oh no.
Trying to move silently through the forest as you do, you come up along a little creek. And in that creek, you're able to spy a duck swimming along.
Oh.
So I would like you, with this duck, to either make a survival or nature check if you would like to try to hunt this duck.
Yeet.
Eat.
You have a
I'm a
bow,
s-
don't you?
I have a crossbow.
Yeah, we'll say you're using the crossbow, but I'd still like you to make a survival or nature check, your choice.
Okay. I would like to clarify it's been 10 days, so I no longer have a level of exhaustion.
You no longer have a level of exhaustion. You are correct. The path is easy to
Ooh,
traverse.
17.
Yeah,
Nice.
with a 17, you're able to take aim with your crossbow. Firing a crossbow bolt at it, it's a direct hit. Roll a 1d4.
Oh, it was almost 4.
Yeah, so your crossbow bolt hit dead center. Unfortunately, that ruined some of the meat that was available on the duck. You're able to get 2 rations from this. Essentially what amounts to 2 rations. We're just going to hand wave you like cooking it at night over the fire.
Yeah.
Are you going to add that to your sheet or should it add it to the bag of holding?
You can go ahead and add it since you've got stuff for both of us.
Tatum,
Yeah.
you go a different direction from Miriam, and it isn't long before you find yourself in a clearing. At the edge of this clearing, there is a deer.
Oh.
Again, same thing to you, nature survival check.
Okay.
Wow, you guys are rolling really well.
Nice.
DM caveat, that's what happened. 3 of you are hunting.
Alone, like you do.
Yeah, I mean, less noise. So yeah, Ilya, you're able to, crouching around the edge of this clearing using the trees as a sort of cover, you're able to sneak up right on the deer, and you are able to kill it cleanly with just a slice across the neck with your sword as you jump at it. For this, you're able to collect 10 rations.
Hot damn.
Nice.
If you guys would like cure rations added to the bag of holding, let me know.
I got some on my own person.
Okay.
I could for now.
I like to imagine Ilya is the type of girlfriend who would not share her fries if requested so.
Yes.
Joey doesn't share.
Seraph, hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. You had a role on that we need to address.
Uh-huh.
As you're moving through the forest,
Correct.
you're following little deer tracks through the woods, and kind of losing yourself in thought. Wow. Kind of losing it. Sorry, I made a roll to myself. Losing yourself in thought,
I don't like that.
you kind of stop paying attention to your surroundings.
Cool.
And you're making a lot of noise. And eventually, almost bumping into it, not noticing it in front of you, lost in your thoughts about what's going to happen in the future, you're face to face with a knoll.
You said a knoll?
A knoll.
Okay.
So a sort of cross between a dragon and a fox, but humanoid.
Sure.
Just staring at you, growling. We're not going to roll initiative. I'm just going to say you get to go first to make this quickly, but this is a little combat encounter here.
Okay. Cool.
You're about 15 feet from him.
Well, fuck. All right. Since no one else is around and I only have to defend myself, I'm going to use Shadow Blade.
Yeah.
Which I think at third spell slot is 3d8 damage.
That's almost what I rolled for his health.
18 damage on the first hit.
Quickly reacting, you
do have to roll to hit with that.
Oh yeah, you do have to roll to hit.
Travis. Shh.
Thank you, Travis. Oh yeah, fucking perfect. You match his armor class, so that's a hit. So reacting quickly, you notice the knoll in front of you. You create a sword, and you run towards it, and you hit it, and it falls to the ground dead.
Beautiful.
Giving his body a little quick loot. You're able to take a spear if you want, as well as
Of course I want.
this many rations.
How many is this
rolling to himself?
I say rolling to myself. I rolled a 1 on 1d4.
Cool. Was he also hunting?
That's the impression you get. Yeah, he was only armed with a spear. He didn't have a shield or anything, and his armor's really not big enough for you guys to use.
Did he die fast enough that I could continue tracking whatever he was tracking?
Yeah. Make a nature check or
Okay.
survival.
Can I use Crow's ability to smell things very well to do it with advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I did set a pretty high DC for this because the noise of you killing the knoll.
Sure.
So you didn't quite make it, and you're not able to find the tracks of what he was hunting.
Oh well.
Got a ration off him.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah. So that was day 14. You guys have a few more rations. Gonna jump to day 16. That's okay with all of you guys?
Yeah.
You have enough rations to make it there, I think. So it's 2 more rations per person.
Wait, what?
Could you take 1 ration out of the party fund for me, Travis?
Yeah.
If we have that?
Yeah, that's no problem. So it's 2 more rations per person?
Yeah. Seraph used the one she got from the knoll, and then one for her from you.
Okay.
And I think you're just doing you and Miriam right now, right?
Yeah.
Correct, 'cause she said she didn't have any rations.
I assume you bought enough rations to.
I've got enough rations for everyone. In the event that it takes longer than we
Hunting
think.
goes bad.
Yeah.
Oh, fair. Yeah. I'm gonna look at your character sheet really quick because I'm curious now.
It's at the bottom in treasure in bio.
Yeah, those are some rations. Yeah, so on the 16th day of your travels through here, still no inns or anything. The road is still. You get the impression that it's not as used as it once was. It's starting to get a little overgrown. And it's not like hard to follow or anything. There are just plants in the middle of it, which is weird. But on day 16, coming around a corner, around a very large tree, you see a human trapped in a bear trap off in the distance, right off the path.
We should definitely stop and help them, right? I can't not, honestly.
Judging
that
from
looks
the body
painful.
language of the individual in the bear trap, do they seem legit? Like, can I make an insight check to see if this is maybe a trap?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Whew.
Oh.
From what you're looking at this lady in the bear trap, it is apparent she is in pain. She's trying to get it to let her leg go, but she can't. She isn't quite strong enough to undo it while it's grabbing her leg.
Ilya, do you want to let her out and I'll heal her?
Yeah, sure.
Ilya, make an athletics check for me.
I
Well,
would like to assist if I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah. Ilya, make that athletics check with advantage. And while you're approaching, she's just stammering, tripping over her own tongue, trying to say more words than her mouth will let her. Thank you so much. Get me out of this thing. It hurts so much. Please help me. And there's blood running down her leg. And reaching down, Xander and Ilya on opposite sides of the bear trap, you're easily able to undo the bear trap from her leg. She says, thank you so much. Kind of bowing and holding her hands together when she says that, before turning into a bear and lumbering off into the distance.
Oh.
Cool.
Does it,
Well,
I wonder if
Okay.
was that. Do you think that trap was for her?
Do you think that was a druid or a werewolf?
Do you think that was just a bear? Did we just help a bear?
Were we all high right now?
Miriam looks unfazed.
Miriam, did you forage mushrooms yesterday?
I will say neither yes nor no.
Well, I guess let's just keep going.
Hey, Steven.
Yeah.
When she runs off while I'm thinking about it, can I say, "Hey, wait," to try to get her to stop, to talk to us for a second?
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
I know that I normal. Look at the rolling.
Shit.
Yeah, the bear pauses for a second and turns around to look at you.
Hey, so you're probably a druid of some kind, I assume. Seraph, you're the necklace.
Oh, yeah, totally. And then I'll pull it out of my bag and hand it over to Xander.
Hey, do you know what this is?
So the bear comes back.
And as I am holding that, I'm going through the bag of holding, and I'm gonna pull up the scroll of Speak with Animals.
2 seconds. I'm seeing what this thing knows. Once I actually learn how to roll the 1d20.
Probably not shit.
Excellent.
Great.
So the bear walks up to the necklace, sniffs it, and then just kind of shakes its head no.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. I tried. I'll hand it back to Seraph.
and the bear just kind of lumbers back off into the forest.
God damn it. That was such a good idea.
Question is, what kind of bear?
Brown bear.
Oh, yep. We should go.
Everybody, quick! Just stay really still.
No, honestly, it was a really good idea. I just fucking nat one. Oh, that makes me giggle. Now is as good a time as any if you guys would like to hunt again. Also, sad nauseum is a pun that I appreciate.
Thank you.
Hunt again. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for hunting, roll a 1d12. And then depending on what you guys roll, will determine the order. I totally won't put bad things at the end. Why would I do that? That's weird.
I was so excited for an 11.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not set up in a way where higher numbers are better. It's
I
kind
know.
of random.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. I didn't expect Xander to be super great at hunting.
I mean, to be fair, neither should Seraph. I'm just doing it for fun.
Let's see. 7,
I mean,
8,
this is
and
something that is literally written into
2.
Miriam's backstory, so I feel like I'm obligated.
We're saving the 2 for last.
Oh,
Everyone will
no.
know why, and I will take a picture of it if you don't believe me. Seraph, with a 7,
Uh-huh.
wandering through the woods. It isn't
Uh-huh.
long before you come across a brook, and at a small little waterfall of it, you see a fish swimming around it where the water is fairly calm at the bottom of the waterfall.
How big is this fish?
This fish is about
Let me skip to the point.
Like-
Does it look like it can swallow crow?
no.
Damn it.
And actually, there's more than one. But they're swimming around in this little area. Same thing as all the hunts. You get to make a survival or nature check.
Yeah.
Yeah. To try to catch these fish in this little area in this brook.
Hey.
18. Yeah. So sitting next to this brook and thinking for a second, you find a twig and you're able to whittle it into a little small handheld spear, like single-handed, maybe 2 feet long at most.
Mm-hmm.
And you use this to try to stab at the fish. And you miss
We
the
haven't
first
done
time,
that yet.
and then you kind of figure out how to aim through the light refracting through the water. And I would like for you to roll a 1d8. Seven. So yeah, you're able to catch 3 of these fish before the rest swim off down the brook, figuring out that their friends are dead and they should leave. So you're able to collect 3 rations from this.
Okay.
Yeah. Miriam,
Keys.
I need 2 seconds.
Oh no.
I don't like these.
I don't like any of this. Can we all agree that we should hunt in a group from now on?
No. I like the suspense.
Through game mechanics, it's probably best to hunt in pairs because one of you is hunting and the other is helping, so you get advantage.
Good to know for next time.
Good to know for next time. Oh, it's this one. There it is. It's probably one of these. Yeah, it's one of those. I mean, what? Huh? So Miriam, you are walking through the forest, trying to find game for you to hunt. And you sort of get lost in thought as well, being the de facto mom of the group. You're wondering what this is going to mean for the group cohesion when you finally arrive in Londar Onir. And you hear a twig break behind you, and turning around face to face with you is a giant rat. This rat probably stands 2.5 feet tall at the shoulder.
Ooh.
Same
This-
thing with Seraph earlier. We're just going to say you get to go first in initiative. But again, this is a little one-on-one combat encounter.
Cool. Love that. It's right behind me.
I mean, you're turning around to face it, so it's in front of you now, but it was kind of tracking you.
But about how far behind me is it, though?
Probably about 25 feet.
I'm gonna get closer to it, and then I'll use Burning Hands on it.
Yeah. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
Go ahead and do that 3rd level. Why not?
Why not?
Why
That seems
not?
like a good idea. I mean, as far as you've been going, this path has been pretty safe. It made it save.
So it takes half of that, so half of 21.
Got it. Yeah, no, that's enough to kill it.
Oh, cool.
This rat is dead.
Cool. And
Scorched.
toasty.
And toasty. Roll a 1d10 for me.
Rat steaks.
Oh my.
Don't feed them to crow. Don't.
Is that cannibalism?
Yeah, you're able to get 6 rations off this giant rat that aren't burnt to a crisp.
Nice.
Pulling out a dagger, you basically cut away pieces of meat that look edible.
Hopefully.
It's not glamorous, but it'll get you fed. Ilya. I swear to God.
So help
dice
me God.
rolls.
If she gets kidnapped, I'm gonna murder something.
Oh no, it's better.
Okay.
Ilya. You are kind of wandering through the woods. You're a little bit more used to these woods than the others are, with your short stint here. That and with your recent gift, you're able to find your way through here fairly easily, following various deer tracks and even wandering off the path occasionally. It isn't long before 20 feet off in the distance, next to a tree, munching on a mushroom, is a raccoon.
Oh man.
My God.
I gotta leave.
I will take a picture of this goddamn table that I did not edit. Like, I
gotta
will
kick
find the
it.
source.
You gotta kick it. Ilya's gotta kick it.
You have to kick it, and she deserves advantage. She's experienced.
Holy shit. Okay, so, Travis, you were in the Discord, right? You saw this conversation?
Yes, I am aware.
Where Tatum goddamn kicked a raccoon in real
Yeah.
life?
Yeah.
Okay. So for that, I am going to give Tatum advantage on her survival or nature check to try to ambush and harvest this raccoon.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
In my head, I was like, what would we need proof for? Of course it was a raccoon.
Yeah.
What am I rolling for again?
You're using either nature or survival to try to harvest this, like kill and harvest this raccoon for rations to eat.
All of you just cut out. I have no idea what you just said.
Nature or survival?
Nature or
Okay.
survival to harvest raccoon meat.
That's advantage on accident. Well, oh no, it's not.
No,
an
you
accident.
have advantage for kicking the
Okay,
raccoon earlier this week.
Okay.
Yeah, with a 17, you're able to do it. I'm also going to give you advantage on this. Roll a 1d4 with advantage. So just roll it twice. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you sprint up towards this raccoon, and you punt it directly into the tree it's next to, killing it instantly. And you're able to harvest 4 edible rations from this raccoon.
Oh my god.
Hate this. But thank you for the 4 rations. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Ilya has raccoon PTSD.
I love dice.
Steven, I just had a thought.
Yeah,
I ride a giant spider.
you do.
Would a giant spider be better at catching deer than I would?
That is a thing you can explore.
Hmm.
Just for the sake of game flow, I'm not going to let you guys hunt every day.
Okay.
Makes sense.
But next time you hunt, yeah, for sure. So all of you add those rations to your sheets. And then we're going to move 10 days into the future. It is now Yucca the 11th. Which I hate saying out loud, but I really liked when I typed.
I thought it was pronounced Yucca.
Yeah, it's pronounced Yucca.
It is now.
I was gonna say, I thought yucca was a plant.
It is. It's a plant I'm allergic to. If it stabs me, I fucking break out in hives.
Yucca is a place. So, I mean,
Also, I love the fucking picture that you drew on the forest picture.
what of me
Just-
and Alia?
Yeah. You don't have horns, but I definitely knew that was you.
I do have horns. They're just hard to see.
Oh, I need to zoom in. You do have horns.
She's got the halo. I've got the horns.
You have no pupils.
In canon, I don't either.
Heard. I don't think I realized that.
I don't think I did either.
Wait, so your eyes are just solid white? Oh god.
Yep.
This is
Always
the bitch I'm in
have
a
been.
relationship with.
That's
You've
not,
been going to bed with that for a month.
that's not even unusual for tieflings.
I just forget about it.
Yeah. We don't see your race, Ash.
That's more racist.
That was the joke.
Oh, good god.
All right, so moving to Yucca 11th. It is day 26 of your journey. The four of you mark off 9 rations for each of you. Really quick.
March off 6 for me.
Real quick, was that before or after the 10?
After.
Okay, so after the 10, it's 9 more. Okay.
Yeah.
And then 6 for Seraph.
Yep.
Ilya, are you good on rations?
Yeah. I have 6 now.
Heard. All right. Time is kind of blending together for you guys. The path looks roughly the same no matter where you are. The trees have kind of evened out at being 30 feet in diameter. And you come to this area beside the path that kind of piques your interest a little bit. There's a bunch of overhanging vines and moss kind of making a curtain along the side of the path. And brushing away those hanging plant growth, you see in front of you that standing waist deep in the middle of a river running alongside your path is an enormous brown bear with his arms raised high. On the banks of the river, in a circle around the bear, are 6 of the largest dire wolves you 4 have ever seen. These wolves seem spellbound, sitting on their haunches, with gazes fixed on this bear. The bear's posture is disturbingly more like a human's than a bear. And as suspicion forms in your minds about what's going on, the bear begins crafting from the air in front of it magical runes that take shape and begin to dance around him. No, this bear is much bigger. In unison, the dire wolves arc their heads back, and they let out a howl, forming a harmony that begins to form counter runes that begin to spin in the opposite direction. A great sword rises out of the water in front of the bear, and the runes are now swinging around and around in a blur. These runes begin to peel off one by one and are absorbed by the weapon, and this area becomes lit by a magical blue light.
I hate you so much.
What?
The way you said lit.
becomes lit.
As the last rune is absorbed, the dire wolves begin to change shape. I would like all of you to individually make a stealth check.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Can we do so with advantage because of our cloaks, right?
Everyone except for Ilya and myself, yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. I forgot to do that.
So Miriam and Seraph make it with advantage.
Damn, Xander.
24, 13, 19, Ilya? 8. Ilya, being amazed by what's in front of you, you kind of shuffle a little bit and you step on a piece of dry wood, snapping it. Even the noise of the river is silenced momentarily as the snap echoes like a gunshot across the water.
Oh.
All eyes turn toward you. Which is the 4 of you.
Can I ready an Eldritch Blast in case it looks like it goes that route?
Yeah, you could do that. That's a thing you could do.
Ilya's just gonna like slowly sink to her knee, like take a knee with her hands on her hilt,
With your hands on your what?
on the hilt of her sword.
Like you're going to draw it? Or is it more of like a ceremonial thing?
No, like she's gonna draw it.
Okay. What did Sarah face palms? What do the other two of you do?
Miriam's just kind of watching, like kind of glancing back and forth between Ilya and the bears and the wolves that are turning.
The sword enchanting ceremony thing, does that seem like a
Yeah.
religious thing?
You can make a religion check to see.
Can I help with that, being good at religion stuff?
Because that's kind of what I wanted to...
Yeah, you two can converse for a short second, and Xander, I'll let you make another roll to see if you get higher with advantage.
19.
19, you say?
Yeah, because like, I'm less concerned about enemies and more concerned, because we have Fireball, and more concerned about what the fuck we just saw.
We're also in a forest. We're also...
None of us are druids. We don't have to care about the forest.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't
less
have to worry
concerned
about
about
Ilya's
enemies
boyfriend if there's no
because
forest.
fireball. Oh my gosh. I'm not looking through battle maps. You're looking through battle maps.
Oh, shit.
Man.
Just a little. I thought I had one ready for this.
You get the hint there from the religion of fuck you guys.
So while I'm looking up this battle map, with your religion check, you don't know exactly what's going on. But you get the idea that they're doing something to this sword. But you know that this is more natural based than it is based along any religion.
Okay,
This is more shamanistic than it is holy.
can I take an action then? Not to like attack anything. I just want to use a class feature.
Yeah.
Divine Sense? To see if they're desecrating or maybe hollowing the weapon?
Yeah, you're within 60 feet of it. Do so you get like a sort of good aura from whatever this sword is, but not anything really more than that.
That doesn't help at all. And then I hate to ask to roll another skill check, but I guess I'll wait for my first turn to do that. If you're gonna pull up the battle map.
I mean, I'll let you do that. At this point, the bear is just kind of staring at you with its front paws held up towards this sword, which is kind of glowing a faint light bluish. And the 6 dire wolves are sort of slowly walking in your direction, sniffing at the air.
Can I read any of the runes?
No, because they've all been absorbed by the sword. But make an Arcana check to see, like, while they were still swirling around, if you recognized anything about them, or nature.
That's a solid 7. That's on brand.
I need to fucking upgrade my goddamn account.
Can you use insight against animals, or is that animal handling? I'm trying to determine intent here.
You can use insight.
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, I'd like to determine if they're coming at us in a we be able to throw down manner, or a like you guys need to just fuck off and let us finish what we're doing manner. Does that make sense?
No, that totally makes sense. Once I'm back to that screen and I can see.
Never mind. I rolled a natural one.
Oh,
See, I just don't know.
I'm trying to upload this picture, but I have a free account and I have exceeded my quota of file size.
Oof. That's why I upgraded mine, because I also did the same thing.
Yeah, I think that might be the thing that makes me upgrade, honestly. Just so you guys can see what's going on, here's the map.
It's just a white box.
Yeah, I see why. Okay.
That's what I'm currently working on. I just want you guys to know where I am in the process.
Great. That's my favorite.
I'm not filled with worry at all.
Since our DM is getting an encounter map ready for us, out of character, like do we intervene here?
I want to know what this fucking sword is.
Like whatever it is, it has a kind of sacred presence to it.
I also want to know what the sword is, but I don't want to have to kill people to figure it out.
Well, it's like the bear is probably a druid, right?
Bear's probably a druid.
Direwolves are probably direwolves.
Do direwolves normally sing on command?
If a druid fucking has them ensorcelled, maybe.
That's a fun new word.
Steven saying it seems
That's a big
more
bear.
natural than anything.
That's the wrong layer.
Concerns me, so
Ilya, you're familiar with these woods more so than the rest of us. What do you say?
I mean, I've never dealt with this before.
Fair.
I quite honestly have never seen anything like it. Does it look like they're trying to harm or like have ill intent? Is that something that we've gone over?
Yeah, I couldn't determine that.
I've dismissed.
tried.
Okay.
We could always just not attack them until they prove whether or not they are or not going to attack us.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like if they.
I mean, I wouldn't initiate unless they do.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they could just be
This,
part of their own.
this just could be a fucking Elvish Tuesday for all we know.
I would rather not cause any harm to the wood. Like, this is protected land. So I mean,
She says after punting a raccoon a week ago.
I'm sorry.
That one was asking for it.
It was an accident.
Was it though?
I don't need to be attacked right now.
You said the wolves had broken the formation and were heading towards us. So I don't know if you need to put them in a perfect circle, Steven.
Pretty.
Helps to have a starting position and then move from there.
Fair.
I feel like I'm gonna really dislike wolves by the end of this trip.
Yeah, it's really fuck me, man. It's one of those things like I don't know if they're trying to break a seal on this sword and that's why they're doing this, or maybe they're trying to keep it sealed, but like it seems like a holy weapon. Like it's got some sort of divine significance.
I still did not set up horse tokens, so I'm just going to assume you left them on the path.
Yeah, when there was some fishy shit, we probably would have gotten off.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I also need a token.
Yeah, I should have sent out tokens. Ellie is going to bed. She says hi to everyone.
Hi,
Can you
Ellie.
close that door?
Say hi to
Everybody-
YouTube, Ellie.
That's not only it doesn't have any of my stats, but it's also enormous.
I fixed the size at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, Hedgeward. God damn it.
I would assume I'd leave Hedgeward with the spider.
But like, I want to help, man.
Yeah, that okay.
He's gonna get his little ass fucking eaten by a wolf.
Oh no.
I mean, the first AoE spell he comes across, the fucker's dead.
Yeah, okay. So at this point, let's see. What was your roll? 7 insight.
Yeah, as a natural
You're not.
one.
You know what? I'm gonna let you make that roll. Wait, yeah, you were there with Jet. I'm gonna let you make that roll with advantage. You have dealt with dire wolves before. You've ridden one.
That is fair.
Well, that's so much better.
You get the impression from these dire wolves that they are more curious than aggressive. That being said, I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Just in case.
Oh.
Okay, I need to roll high on this. This is like the one time I need to roll high.
Hey!
This isn't quite like straight into combat. Everybody's attacking. This is a tense situation.
Hey,
Sarah,
Steven,
did you roll?
because I did, but because that's not my actual token, it didn't count it.
Oh, represents token. Seraph is under S.
Now, Seraph's initiative's always fucking trash.
I,
Oh,
I know,
God.
it's just fucking, it's marketable at this point.
It's on brand. Go ahead and click your token and make another roll, and I will fix it.
Fuck.
Watch roll a nat 20 now.
Nope, still a negative. Hey, that's better than nothing.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the 1.1.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So these wolves, it is their turn. This one's gonna move here. This one's gonna move easily over that brush to here, and this one's gonna move here. These three are gonna move here-ish. They are not going to attack. Ilya, basically you have one dire wolf that is kind of slightly crouched, with its nose straight in your face. Xander, you have two that are about 5 feet away, but both like sniffing your direction.
Okay.
Xander, it is going to be your turn.
So because I can't remember, and two, I haven't had to deal with it before. Do you use the normal rules when it comes to spell scrolls, or can any character try to cast a spell from a scroll?
Normal rules.
Okay, so none of us can actually use that scroll. Got it.
What scroll?
What scroll is it? I'm curious.
Speak with animals. It's cleric, druid, bard.
Heard. Yeah. I was gonna say I thought I made sure to make that. I thought I made sure that someone in the party could use them, and someone could, but
Yeah.
now he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Boy, do I not have fucking jack shit to do. I'm not gonna
You don't have
without drawing my sword. I'm gonna take a cautious step forward to here, and just have like my hand, not like palm up, but like palm down, and like reach forward for it to like sniff me.
Like very slowly
Yeah,
put your
because
hand in.
that's what we were taught to do with direwolves before. The
Yeah.
last time we did that, to just
Make animal handling with advantage.
yeah, because I'm just gonna do like a hey, we're not here to hurt you guys thing. That's okay for me.
That's not bad. The dire wolf sniffs your hand, and then it backs up from you before baring its teeth. It doesn't make any noise, but it's just showing you that, like, hey, I have teeth.
and
Don't do
and
anything.
big scary.
Yeah, it's being scary but not aggressive.
Okay, and then after I do that, I'm going to take a step back towards Seraph and Miriam and just have my shield ready. And that would provoke if they want to try to take attacks on me for backing up.
They're not going to try to take an attack on you. The one that you like interacted with took a step back, but not enough to move its position on the map.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna take a step back and just I haven't drawn my sword, but I have my shield ready to try to shield them.
Yep. Ilya, it's your turn.
Okay. I mean, it, um, I mean, they haven't tried anything yet, right?
Correct.
I am just gonna stay on my knee and not make eye contact with them. I'm just gonna like bow my head and not try to like seem or come across as threatening in any way.
Okay. Same thing to you because of how you described that. I'm going to let you make animal handling with advantage. Seraph's fucking lining up an attack here.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah, that's totally why you had this going on.
I needed to know how far away he was.
With a 16, you get basically the same response that Xander did. It's not discernibly better. This one that was just staring you in the face is still kind of staring at you, even though you're not looking at it. You still like feel the prickly sensation of something like staring at
Okay.
you. Miriam, it is your turn.
This is be stupid. I'm gonna step forward between Ilya and Xander, and following kind of both of them, I'm gonna kneel down and do the same thing that Xander did, kind of hold my hand out slowly, palm down for them to sniff as well.
Yeah, same thing. Animal handling with advantage.
Nice.
Yeah, you get a much less aggressive response. This one right here. Why am I not pinging? I'm not in the right tool. This one in the center here next to you. It actually sits down. It's still like keeping you in its view and staring at you, but it is sat there, not super aggressive at all.
Cool, cool. I'm gonna stay where I am then, same position.
It is the bear's turn. This bear makes a quick motion with its front paws, and the sword turns over where its blade is pointed down, and it stabs into the ground in front of it. Just for like ease of the sword's like here. The bear then moves here. God damn it. And then the bear lets out a very, very loud roar, making a motion with its two front paws of just shoo
Towards us?
towards you.
But I made a friend.
You made a doesn't actively want to attack you.
That sounds like a friend.
Seraph?
Oh boy, oh boy. I don't get the impression that these wolves look like they're gonna let me just walk through them.
Probably not, no. The one on the left has its teeth bared kind of towards Xander, but its eyes are shifting back and forth between Miriam, Xander, and you. It's
Mhm.
focused more on Xander. It's not growling or anything, it's just, hey, I'm here. The one on the right is kind of doing the same thing to Ilya, but Ilya's not looking at it. And then the one in the center is just sat there staring at Miriam.
All right. So addressing the rest of the party, we should just go, right? We don't need to be a part of this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna slowly start walking out backwards, and you're all gonna follow me, correct?
Yeah. I mean, I want to be between you all and wolves, but yeah.
I would also like you to be between me and wolves. Yes. So then, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna start backing up.
Yeah, for sure. We'll just say that you back up off the map.
Sure.
It is the wolves' turn. These three in the back are going to move up slightly closer. So for those of you on the front lines, it is just a wall of fur between you and the bear and the sword. But they're not going to attack. The three up front maintain their positions. The two on the sides snarling, and the one in the middle just sat there not snarling. Xander, it is your turn. I assume you just kind of like stay there to let the others move past, probably?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Heard. Ilya?
I kind of want to just stay in the same position because Ilya's not very good with any animal other than her own horse. So she's just gonna stay there and she's gonna be very quiet and not do anything.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Miriam.
Before I stand up again, I'm gonna turn to the one in front of Ilya and do the same thing I did with the one in the middle.
Yeah. Animal handling advantage. If you fucking crit again. Okay.
But I did get a 20.
Um, almost the same thing. This one is now looking at you, but it's not snarling anymore.
But effectively, its attention is no longer on Ilya.
Right.
I will then stand up and slowly back to where I was before.
Yeah, for sure.
Just kind of keeping my eyes on them, but not being threatening.
The bear, it stands there. It kind of makes the same motion again. Sarah, if you were back to the path you removed from this combat. The wolves, or this encounter.
Well, hold on. Seeing the two of the biggest of us among us not following me, I'm definitely gonna wait for them.
Yeah,
Right, like on the edge here.
we did say
before
out
they-
loud that we are retreating.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You can kind of hang out on this side of the overgrowth to keep an eye on your party. Hedgeward has gone back to the mounts.
He said, "This shit."
Like, dude, I didn't sign up for this. Xander.
I'm just gonna hold my action to dash, and then I'll follow behind the last person to leave.
Okay, I'll just keep moving. I'll put you behind Miriam for now, and I'll keep moving you later. Ilya.
Ilya's just gonna slowly come up from her knee and with her head still down, not making eye contact, slowly like back away.
Yeah, for sure. Move your token. You're gonna leave the area and like go through the ferns. Cool. Miriam.
Getting the fuck out of there.
Cool. So that leaves Xander. You're gonna back out as well.
Yeah, that'll be my reaction. Will be to follow them.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, everybody for that is going to receive an amount of experience equal to, but not lesser
2.
or greater than 412.
2 experience.
412.
What does that put you guys at, just out of curiosity?
12, 7:30.
I can almost start getting experience again.
At 11, 175.
And be on the right landing page, please. So yeah, that was decent animal handling, guys. I'm gonna give you all a bonus 200 experience too for completing that without resorting to combat. You
I
overcame
wanna-
your greed of sword.
I'm not gonna lie, the greed was so strong.
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie. It took a lot of restraint to not reach out and pet that first one. It took a lot of restraint.
That would have been such a high DC.
I mean, she did crit the first time.
I mean, yeah.
Just be like, who's a good boy? Who made a magic sword? You did! You did!
On this day, after encountering that and moving along the path for another couple of hours, if you guys would like to hunt, you can as well.
Go in pairs this time.
Why don't you go with Ilya and then I'll take my spider?
While everyone else is out hunting,
Yeah.
can I determine what these scrolls are? Did Aiden write on them what they are and who can cast them?
He didn't write who can cast them, but he wrote like on the outside of it what it is.
Okay, so we should probably divvy these up because they aren't going to do me any fucking good in the bag of holding. Because the only spells I can cast are the ones that aren't on a spell list.
I think there was only one of them that I could cast.
You can cast illusionary scripts and comprehend languages.
Right, but comprehend languages is pointless because I have Eyes of the Runekeeper.
It works for
It works for speech.
auditory. Yeah.
Oh,
Speech.
okay. Well, then yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, so you can pick both of them because Miriam can't cast either one. So take illusionary script and comprehend languages.
Okay.
Someone who divvies things out from the bag of holding. What the fuck?
And then Miriam, I'm gonna pull out 3 scrolls from the bag: False Life, Magic Missile, and Levitate.
I hope if I spell missile right. And levitate, you said?
Yeah, False Life, Magic Missile, Levitate.
Okay.
Okay, those are scrolls you can cast. And then Steven, there's 3 custom spells in here: Calder, Starry Sky, Idea, and Drawage, Breath of Life. I don't know have a way to look those up. I don't know if you still have that custom spell list.
I probably do.
But I looked up Calder, Starry Sky, and it doesn't have a class that casts it, so I just assume that any of us can cast the custom spells. Or are they all wizard spells?
Honestly, yeah. Let's just say everybody can cast those.
Okay, I had those down, and then we now have to speak with animals.
They're not game breaking in any sort of way.
Okay, and we also have the speak with animals scroll that none of us will be able to cast, so I figure we should probably sell that
That sounds like a plan.
later. Okay, that's what I'll do while they're hunting. Is I'll divvy up things and get it ready for people to pick up when they get back.
Yeah, sounds good. So Miriam and Ilya is a new pairing that has not happened yet.
Not since I accidentally give Ilya an anxiety attack.
I forgot about that.
It's gonna be fun.
One of you two decide amongst yourselves. Roll that d12.
Go for it, Tatum.
Okay.
Hey, I can't help it.
Seraph is hunting with her spider.
Oh shit.
Did you have something you wanted to talk about, Travis? Because we could do that before I left.
I would. It would be a conversation that would only happen if no one else was there.
Okay, then yeah, I'll hang around if you tell me that you want to have a conversation.
Yeah, I'll just type it in chat while Steven does their things.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Ilya's the point and Miriam is helping.
Sure.
Sure.
Walking through the forest, you two together, with the benefit of two eyes. You don't really notice any animals, and you're starting to get a little discouraged before Miriam is able to point out a fruit tree. You're not sure what kind of fruit it is, but up in the higher branches, give me 20 seconds.
Alright.
2, 3.
Mm-hmm. Up in the higher branches, you notice these oblong orange and blue, you assume fruits. They don't look like flowers. They look fairly solid. They're probably about 30 or 40 feet up in this tree. For this one, I would like you to either make athletics or nature.
Cool. You don't want me doing either of those.
Let me. Athletics, my athletics are okay.
And you get to make it with advantage because the other one's helping you.
That's a
Alright.
sight.
Okay.
Miriam putting Ilya up on her shoulder so she can reach the fruit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, with a 19, you two really quickly fashion this rope system. I assume one of you has rope.
I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh no, my rope got drowned.
Your rope did get drowned. Fuck. Ilya, do you have rope?
I believe I also used mine.
I think we also used hers.
Yeah.
Shit.
I thought
Okay.
we used mine.
I have an axe, but that doesn't really do much.
Do you have a moment? Lots of them, actually. Let's see. You still rolled a 19.
Are you alone? Almost always.
That's pretty good. Climbing up this tree, you both are able to find handholds in the bark and make your way up to these branches where the fruits are. Ilya slips for a second before Miriam catches her. And feeling scared for a moment, you decide to push on. These fruits are worth it. Both of you are able to make it to these branches where the fruits are. Ilya, I would like you to roll 3d12.
Okay.
Moving along the branches, the two of you are able to find fairly decent footing here. And you're able to collect 13 of these fruits before the sun's starting to get a little low and you feel like you should make your way back to camp. So between the two of you, you can add 13 rations to your character sheet however you'd like.
I mean, we could probably just put it in the party fund.
Yeah, I think.
Travis, add 13 rations to that bag of holding.
Done. Oop. I added 23. There you go.
You two, if you want to continue this through voice, you can. Because I kind of need to wait for this for Seraph's hunt anyway.
Yeah. It's obvious to me that, I mean, You don't know, she doesn't know, Miriam doesn't know. I don't think any of us know what's going to happen. But, I mean, if it's going to come down to who we're going to pick, it's going to be you, Seraph. It's not going to be Ilya. You've saved my ass more times than I can even count.
I mean, I appreciate that, but I'm sure you guys could find a healer if you needed one.
Do you... Wait, do you think that's how we see you?
I mean, kind of what I do.
Oh. No. No. You're you're not just a healer to us, Seraph. You're our friend.
Yeah.
You helped me with personal problems back in Aremia, and you know how we took out a crazy hell beast together. You're not just somebody we picked up because you can close wounds. If that was the only reason you were with us, hell, you wouldn't even be with us anymore. That's a talent both myself and Ilya have. We can close wounds, no problem. You're a friend.
Well, then let's hope this doesn't get weird in the future.
Well, I just wanted to let you
Thank
know where you stand, I guess.
I actually really appreciate that. It's felt kind of not like that lately. Not that you did anything, but I don't know. I guess we're all in our own little worlds this week.
Yeah.
Month.
So are you really planning on using the terrifying spider to get food?
I mean, I don't find him nearly as repulsive as the rest of you do.
I mean, I have tons of rations in this bag. Like, you guys don't even know.
Yeah, I think I will, just for the fun of it, if nothing else.
Oh, all right. No, yeah, that was it. Sorry. Yeah, those scrolls, I assume that you can use them, so.
Heard. Thank you. I'll take them, and my spider's name is Avalon. For the record.
Heard.
That was it.
First of all,
I said this last week, unless you've got a better
I
name.
know. No, I just forgot.
Ava for short, if that's better.
Can you send that to me in a Discord PM?
What, the name?
Yeah. Trying to be better about having all of this shit together. A little bit better this week, damn it, and I'll be better next week.
Doing great, sweetie.
Just wait till I get my flying bat. I'm going to name it Anduin.
God damn it.
Cool. Got it. Female spider. Noted.
Yep.
Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Make that D12 roll for you hunting with your spider.
Boom.
Boom. 11. Yeah, that's a... Make it again.
Because it's the knoll.
I don't want you to repeat the exact same thing.
That's fair.
Hey, look, it's another knoll.
Fuck
Is
off.
it really?
If it was the 11, yeah. Like, you're rolling on a table, so the same result gets you the same result.
Right?
No, I thought the 1 was also a null, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, so Ash, same sort of thing. You're able to find this small area where it looks like Ava can make a decent web in a short amount of time to try to catch something. So you kind of set Ava to work. Make an animal handling check for me.
Yep. Not super good at these.
I'm going to let you make it with advantage. So
I did
yeah.
anyway. Yeah, not very good.
With a 7, I will let you make a survival check without advantage.
Okay.
Ava was able to set up a web. It didn't look super great,
Cool.
and you wait there for an hour, and then 2 hours, and then 3 hours. You and Ava just hanging out, watching this web. And your hopes kind of spring forward when a flock of birds fly through this area, but none of them get stuck in the web.
Oh well.
Unfortunately, this hunt is unsuccessful. So that's both hunts.
That's right. We got a bunch of fruit that we might trip on. Really not sure.
Wait, I rolled a 1d20. What did I roll? A 3? Those fruits, when you grabbed them, they have light, thin, short fur, kind of like a kiwi.
Ooh.
They're just bears.
I love D&D
Very
because
tiny
there's
growing bears.
it's a bear tree. And when you, like, break into them, the like color of the fruit itself is yellow.
You said how long was I out there? Like 3 or 4 hours?
Yeah. About somewhere in between there.
Okay.
You waited at the web for 3 hours.
I have an odd question.
Yeah.
So Xander does not have proficiency in survival, but would he know that in order to test something to see if it was like poisonous, that you would like rub it on your skin and wait like 10 minutes?
What's your survival modifier?
1.
You would not know that.
Okay.
That's like a survival modifier of 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 3. I forgot it's wisdom, not intelligence. Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah, no, you would know that.
Yeah, I had to look.
The more you describe these fruits, the more I love them.
Yeah, the more I want to eat them.
All right, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Should we RP at camp? Is that what we're doing?
These fruits are extremely difficult to open. It is
Oh,
a bit of work to get to the edible part of them.
We talking like coconut difficult or like
Kind of like
plantain
coconut difficult, but the skin is very thin.
That is the weirdest fucking thing.
Like a pistachio shell sort of thing?
Coconut difficult, but like the thickness of an apple skin.
Oh. What?
Interesting. So like hard to pierce, but
Yeah,
pliable.
we're definitely gonna trip balls, guys.
I mean, normally it's easy to get to the bad stuff if it makes you high.
Yeah, it's just right there. Although I don't know how to make cocaine is very
Well, right,
in-depth.
but
Let me just not Google that.
Gasoline is
idea.
used as part of the process
Excuse
to
me,
separate
while I-
like the
while
cocaine
I-
from the coca leaves.
I want to make a note for myself. What is this? 1
Don't
hour,
do
35
cocaine.
minutes in.
Oh, you guys want to know the seed color?
yes.
All these like little small seeds that are right under the really hard to pierce, thick as an apple skin. These seeds are pink.
Do you have a table for weird fruit here?
Shut up. Yes.
Roll these to yourself to be less conspicuous, Stephen.
I kind of like the humor of it being out in the open, honestly.
That's fair. How good does it taste? Rolls a d4. How good-
That's not on this list. Shit.
Why isn't factor of delicious not on the list?
God damn it, Stephen.
No, wait. Hold up. You want to know how they taste?
Yes. Could I use this in a cocktail?
So they have an umami taste
Ooh.
with like a roasted sort of flavor to it.
Ooh.
I'm also now in love with them.
It's tree potatoes.
That's what they are now. How many of them do we have?
13.
Can we
13
sell
of them.
these to people and try to con them into thinking it's something important?
It's probably like
I mean, the first part of that, yes. The second part depends on a roll. You can hold on to these and eat other rations if you want and try to sell them.
We should at least save them for like special occasions, right? One for each of us.
All right, fine. I'll mark the bag.
There are 13 tree potatoes, I believe you called them.
I'm very proud of our tree potato adventure.
I love you all because you made me just Google fruit name generator.
What are they called?
Hold on. Let me roll nature to see if I actually recognize what they are. Can I roll nature?
Yeah, roll nature.
Oh, it wasn't.
Taking the one on the left.
I mean,
There you go.
No. You know these are called ochis.
is it like a more savory leche? All right, there we go.
So much, you guys.
I have them marked in
I mean,
the,
yes,
in the
it
bag.
is more savory than a lychee. I mean, potato's not far off, but it's like a roasted new umami flavor. Very savory.
So it's like if a nut and a potato had a baby.
Oh,
Yes. If a nut and a potato had a baby, that is pretty much what these are.
Okay,
With seeds
with seeds.
With seeds, yes. Around, like, just inside the shell.
and the skin of an apple.
You break the shell, you peel the shell off, and then you just like wipe the seeds off, and then you have the edible fruit of these ochis.
Could I use the seeds in my sling as a weapon?
No, they're not big enough. It's kind of set up like a strawberry where there are a bunch of small ones.
I have a question. If I
With
like,
sort of like corn hairs keeping them there, so you just like wipe them off.
do you know like shit? It's hard to describe. It's like when there's like a bunch of like small shallow divots in something with something else inside. It's like those frogs with like the babies in their backs.
Gross, yes.
Yeah, it's like that with the seeds, right?
Yeah, but the shell is hard.
God, that's kind of fucking.
But it definitely
disturbing.
has the divots in it.
And it's got hair.
Yeah, if you have like tryptophobia, this is bad.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to come up with was the name of the phobia.
But you break it open, you wipe the seeds off, you have like savory, roasted goodness. You have 12.
What color?
It took one of you to discover all of this about it.
What color is the outside?
We're just sitting around a campfire dissecting a fruit.
Yes, that's what's happening.
Well, I mean,
they
we
were
have to
orange and
determine
blue
if
on the outside.
if it's poisonous. What color?
They were like orange and blue on the outside.
Okay.
We have a built-in poison detector in the rat that can't die.
Well, just because something's venomous to
my god.
humans doesn't mean it's venomous to rats, and vice versa.
You have a lab rat.
Yeah, that's what he literally was. Did you not catch that in the backstory?
I mean, so Travis, you mentioned rubbing it on your skin. I assume you do that. There's no adverse reaction. And Seraph, when you feed a little bit of this one that you're like testing around the campfire at night, Mouse seems to enjoy it.
Excellent.
I love that we're
seems
having
to
this
enjoy
fruit
it.
conversation, and also at the same time, Seraph and Miriam are having a very real heart-to-heart right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally nothing about fruit was in my notes for this session, other than that's what happens if you rolled a 12.
Nothing in my notes was about having a heart-to-heart with Miriam either, but here we are.
A fart to fart.
Yes, you heard.
I did.
Seraph and Miriam's butts are currently pressed together.
Oh my god, I hate
Oh
you
my
both.
God. Yeah,
I hate you so much.
Back and forth
They're
forever.
apparently they're having a fart-to-fart instead of a heart-to-heart.
Or can we have it so that, like, our arms are locked in each other? We're back.
Where are you guys talking at?
My god.
We are.
This is at nighttime where you guys are around the campfire dissecting this one fruit, which is why you went down to 12.
Oh.
This conversation is happening at a time when we're alone. Don't worry about it.
I mean, yeah, you could pull off to the side.
I mean, that's literally what I whispered to her at first. I'm pulling you off to the side to talk to you.
Well, now it just kind of looks like a fish.
Are there any? Oh, there are.
You're shorter than me, right? Just by a little bit.
How tall are you?
5'8".
Yes, by a single inch.
Okay.
Miriam also probably weighs significantly less than you. She is a stick.
Yeah, I weigh 150. I don't know if that matters.
Uh,
Seraph also isn't very big.
oh shit, Miriam weighs more than you. Never mind.
Heard.
I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about? Why would I be doing anything?
Oh,
It's fine. I'm not doing anything either.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Are you playing Stardew Valley?
I am not. It's definitely something very D&D related.
That makes me think it's not very D&D related.
I cannot tell if this is sarcasm or not.
I don't think anybody's
Right?
paying attention. It's fine.
You made a nature check?
That was to figure out the name of the fruit. Don't worry about it, Steven. I'm just waiting to figure out what's going on.
What are you doing? There's
What
nothing
was
in
that?
Discord. I'm so confused.
Seraph's establishing who her friends are. Let's just put it that way. She did
no,
not
Seraph
think.
is trying to establish her dominance.
Are you drawing the Ochi? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. It's there.
Anyways, continuing on.
The best name I've ever heard.
That'd be a cute pet
Mm-hmm.
SKT.
Is that? Do you think that that's pretty accurate to Steven's description, right?
name. Yeah.
I want to eat it by looking at it, so yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ready to continue on?
Yeah, we're
is that
good,
what it
we're
is?
good.
Or are you still like RPing?
No,
Oh.
we're good. Sarah tried to kiss Miriam. Miriam pushed her face away.
That was not what happened. That was.
All right. Crippled fat fuck. God damn it. These sketches with the fucking like I'm literally just zoomed in on the sketches page and I'm like, he likes jazz. Where the fuck is my son? Crippled fat fuck, and then Ochi tree potatoes.
It's D&D.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna make one for a
It had-
raccoon.
It had been so long since I'd drawn anything. Like the last thing I drew was the bee, so I had to draw the tree potato.
I mean, fair. I love you all.
I love that.
I love how all of them are like actually fairly well done, and there's my crappy first grader version of a clownfish.
That's better than my stick people. It's better.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, there are like stick people in the forest.
I just want to point out that like I don't like to make very many cuts in the videos, so me drawing the tree potato is going to be like a 10-minute section in the video while nothing's really happening.
You need to place epic music behind it. What's happening?
Oh shit! I totally forgot about music tonight. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Hold on. I have a thing. It's gonna be. This is fine. Sorry, YouTube, but there's like music happening now that you can't hear. Haha, nerds.
Who? What?
Oh,
The YouTube audience, which consists of just you guys.
Oh.
It's not just us.
Yeah. You had comments on the last video.
That
I
was
haven't
that was
watched
you.
it yet.
There is music now if you want to join.
Yes. Oh, I like that it's
Um,
called Panic Attack. That's a good start.
That's relatable.
All right, so before this next little bit, I would like all of you to mark off 6 rations from your character sheet.
I don't have any rations. If you would please, Sander.
I will keep. I will assume that until you tell me otherwise, I am keeping track of your rations as well.
Yeah. I didn't catch anything with the
I'm
spider.
at 0 rations now.
So Xander, you have to keep track of all rations, is what I'm hearing.
Do I need to subtract 6 rations for Ilya, or did you have those?
No, I just subtract 6
Okay.
from
So
Ilya.
now
so
you're
now
out.
she's at
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you need to subtract 18.
Yeah. I'll just forget about rations. I'll just keep them all in the fucking bag. It's fine. I'll handle it. I can do math.
Oh.
Every
Group dad.
yeah, basically, you just pass out like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a thing. Who is typing?
I have no idea, but they're doing feverishly.
Right? They're writing a goddamn novel. Who's doing homework during D&D?
Adam.
I'm not work. I'm writing things.
What are you writing?
It's not important at this moment in time.
It's D&D time.
Yeah, it's for later D&D.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a thing I told Steven I was gonna get to him like 3 weeks ago. That I still
3
haven't
weeks
given him.
ago and still hasn't happened. So it hasn't happened in the world. Congratulations.
Yeah, I figured
Oh
as
my
much.
god.
It's fine.
Okay, so everybody's marked off 6 days of rations. 6 days later, walking along this path,
Please tell me that's a
Wow,
lake.
this map looks eerily familiar.
that is a lake. Well,
Yeah.
it's a pond.
Even better. You know you can change the thickness of the tool, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I can make it super thick and actually color it all in. But I just wanted to get it done.
Sure.
Not even that thick. That's the thickest you can go.
You can custom it.
Oh.
Yeah. I could paint with a super thick brush if I actually have the brush tool.
Can't you? You can also just.
Boom.
Yeah, that's what
There
I'm
we go. Look, there's a little island in the middle.
What?
I wonder
Where?
what could be on that island.
I don't see an island.
It was what I was drawing before you got to it.
So at this point, you notice a little clearing that's basically connected to the path here. And at this clearing, there's a few hills dotted around this lake pond. And looking around the edges of it without even a survival check needed, it's clear that animals come here to drink.
Is there anything around it currently, animal-wise?
Currently, animal-wise, no.
Can I take Hedgeward over to the water and just put him like right on the shoreline of it?
Yeah. Boop. Hashtag triggered why?
Water.
You know why? No, something else.
Oh.
What? This is totally different. That was a lake. This is a pond.
Still. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say it out loud. Not with everybody else here.
Oh.
Say it out loud, Miriam.
Mm-mm.
I have a
Not with the way you're taunting me right now. No.
I have a slight question, Steven.
Yeah.
So about like the world state, like is it kind of like strata where like things have been built on other things for a very very long time? And like throughout our journey in the forest, have we like come across like old ruins with like maybe some animals in them or something along those lines, or has it been pretty much just like trees?
It's been pretty much trees with the exception of those springs that are just way too regular for uh, it to be completely natural.
Because that's what I was gonna ask. Is like if this doesn't look like one of those springs that we normally experience, I just wanted to know if maybe there was something like in the water, if it's like clear, if I can look into it to see maybe if like there's like broken pillars or oddly shaped stones.
No, this seems like a fairly normal pond. It's sitting in the bottom of like a little valley thing,
Okay.
where you feel like it's replenished with rainwater
Okay.
occasionally, but it doesn't have any natural runoff.
Okay.
The three brown things are like the three little unnaturally large hills around this thing.
Like it looks like something like built them up.
Lakin, I knew what you were referring to.
Okay.
These just seemed like a little too steep to be completely natural.
Is it like grass like underneath our feet, or is it look like a termite mound kind of deal?
That's what I was
Uh,
about to ask.
it's like there's grass growing on them, and uh, more moss than grass, really.
Okay.
Can I like look around one and see if it looks like any like little animals live in there or anything?
Make an investigation check. You guys are rolling really well tonight, and I'm not sure
Yeah.
how I feel about that.
Except for Sarah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Do. I have to do some things. Why? It's gonna load like 5 of them here in a second. I mean, 5 of what? Huh?
I'd like to point out that said I was just walking around. I didn't say that I was touching it.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Did you make an investigation check? You touched it.
Steven told me to make an investigation check after I said I'm walking around.
No. If you investigation is if you touched it. You touched it.
No.
You should have argued for perception.
Too bad.
No, like, in my mind, investigation versus perception is like looking intently at a thing versus looking at your surroundings. It doesn't necessarily mean like poking and prodding. A lot of times it does. But no, you get boop.
Fuck me.
Looking around this mound, you're able to tell that it's a sort of ghillie suit fashioned by this giant humanoid creature crouching underneath it next to this watering hole.
Cool.
As soon as I realize that, I'm just gonna start slowly backing away. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab Xander by the back of his coat and start backing up towards the pathway.
We should
Like,
go,
this
guys.
is time to go. This is time to go.
At this point,
Can I use my divine sense to see if that helps me figure out what the fuck she's so freaked out about?
You could try.
Celestial Fiend Undead.
No.
Okay.
When would Seraph become aware of this? Not yet.
When Xander and
When
Miriam are both saying
when
we
I
need
said
to
we
leave.
should leave.
You would probably notice Miriam pulling Xander by his cloak.
Okay. But I don't see the creature.
You do not know.
Okay. I would assume they're fucking.
No, I say
Fair.
to everyone else, we need to leave. Like I said that out loud.
We were saying to
Oh,
everyone.
okay. Yeah, if you said it out loud, then yeah, that's different. So yeah,
They're fucking.
I pick
God
up
damn
Hedford.
it.
Every time you two disappear, I don't know if she pulls you by the collar. That's none of my concern.
I don't have any fucking normal goddamn animals.
Just search by beast.
Yeah, I don't currently have any.
Is that a beast?
Ugh, I know. Fucking kill me every time.
There's a beast.
There's a bee.
Oh my
beast.
god. I'm telling Brady that every time.
I'm going to assume Hedward follows you, Seraph, when you
Yeah,
walk away.
I said I can't move his token, so I picked him up and I took him with us.
Got ya. At this point, an elk will wander into the clearing up here. Can you see the elk? Yeah, you can
Yeah.
see the elk. And it's going to come up here.
Oh no. God damn. God damn it, Alex.
slowly still backing away.
As all of you watch, this giant here.
Oh, he nasty.
Yeah. He a gross boy.
He's going to use a great club and attack this elk, downing it in one hit because the elk has a total of 13 hit points.
Oh. It's a normal elk herd.
Yeah, it's a normal elk. It's
Not
just
a giant elk.
Yeah.
It's an elk.
It's the same token for a giant elk, which has 41 health points.
And then this giant is going to start dragging it away.
I
You
continue
notice this
dragging
other
everyone
mound
else away.
turns into a giant and a giant goat that were both huddled underneath there. And then this giant moves over here with these guys, ignoring you, to drag the elk back into the woods up here.
I feel like we're just like a fucking nature documentary crew at this point.
You are wandering through like the most densely wooded area in Calarith.
We've got a fucking kobold crew with fucking cameras and fucking lights and shit. One of them's
And
carrying a big
here
boom
we-
mic.
I'm also
Here
a
we
city
see the
girl.
giant in its natural habitat. Fucking shit up as it do.
I'm from a port town that I never left. I saw daisies, not fucking giants eating elks.
This isn't even like in the top 3 strangest fucking things we've seen as a party.
It's true.
A bear and some dire wolves just enchanted a magic sword. And we were like, you know what? You just do you. We're out.
Our party is slowly but surely learning not to fuck with shit.
It's honestly kind of weird.
I mean, why intervene if we don't have to?
Yeah.
Fair. I thought magic sword maybe.
Jesus.
I mean, I was very tempted for magic sword, and like they were all in fireball range at one point, but like they weren't openly hostile, and like they weren't desecrating it. So like,
Biggest reason why I didn't do anything is they were not hostile towards us.
Also, as far as I know, I currently owe someone a great sum of money for a new set of armor, a pair of robes, and a sickle that we're never going to get to.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
This is true. That's just back there at Damaril Keep. That's later's problem.
like as a metagame thing, you might even be able to get them to like teleport us back to Damarel or nearby.
Also, as a metagame thing, we didn't resolve that before we left because you said you didn't have it prepared. So could that have been something we did before we left, or is that something we're gonna have to wait till we get back for?
Let's just wait till we get back to make it easier. I doubt it's going to be too big of a thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
No one's going to die because of it, I think.
Hopefully.
Think.
Shh.
I mean, my AC's pretty goddamn low.
as a not to interject or change the topic. Jordan did say that he didn't carry his money around with him anymore. In the recording where you guys ordered all that shit.
Oh, yeah. That's why he gave them a pamphlet thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like he can like I don't
Pamphlet
know if
thing.
he left his money at Damrell. I don't think we ever looked in the vault.
Also, as a metagame side note, Travis, your establishment is completed 3 days from now.
Oh great.
Oh shit, yeah.
Good thing it'll take us a couple of months to get back.
But that's what I said. Like I don't know. Like Elven Woods. Like they probably have some wizards.
Yeah, they might be able to get us back a little bit faster somehow.
All right. So that's that.
There's-
Each of you is going to gain 200 experience.
I'm not gonna lie. I really like getting experience for not doing anything. It feels very
Yeah.
rewarding.
You encountered a thing and you navigated it in a way that, like, honestly, they can rolled really well and noticed it before they decided you were better prey than the elk would have been.
I mean, I guess
That's
we all are openly armed, so it was probably like one of those like, yeah, let's just not fuck with them and they won't fuck with us situations.
That's kind of what they were hoping, yeah. Also, they speak common, so when you were like, we should leave, they were just like, okay, cool.
No, I was gonna try
Yeah,
to.
go.
Oh yeah, I didn't know if they spoke common. I assumed if they're giant, they probably spoke giant.
Giant,
Definitely
yeah.
don't.
They speak giant and common
Hurt
as a,
metagame.
yeah, metagame note for you guys. So yeah, at this point,
How far out are we from where we're going? Do we know that?
you kind of, you're not lost in the woods, but it's been a while. You think you're maybe like 2-3 weeks out. You're most of the way there.
Hold on, I thought you said it was a month.
Month, it was about 45-ish days, like a month and a half, I think I
Okay,
said.
so yeah, that's about right. It's about 2 more weeks because it's been like 30 days worth of rations we've eaten.
That's a good way of keeping track of time.
Hmm.
If any of you would like to hunt, now would be the time to do so.
Yeah.
Is this the same day as the giant encounter? Because like, if so, I'd recommend not.
If we're-
We could make it the next day, and you guys will just have to mark off 1 ration for everyone.
I think we could wait a little bit longer to hunt again.
Well, how many rations do we have?
Yes.
We have fine. We're
A
fine.
lot.
We don't need you guys to hunt. But if you want, that will save us time in the future. Will save us money in the future.
I mean, if
I
we
say
don't
let's go for
need
now.
to, then
No
Yeah.
hunting?
No hunting for now.
No hunting? Okay. Then don't mark off that 1 ration. Instead, mark off 8.
8 days worth.
Yep. So
Okay,
8 times
done.
4 for you. 32? 32.
Yeah, I marked it off.
The trees are getting bigger still, although the rate at which they're getting bigger is slower. At this point, the average trunk that you're walking past is about 45 feet across in diameter.
Damn.
The forest itself is lit by kind of a soft light of what barely makes it through the canopy, and it's hard to tell what time of day it is other than day versus night. Night.
save.
8 days later, as you're walking along, you find yourselves nearing the end of the day. It's a little bit darker, and you notice one of the very same springs that you've been using along the path to refill your water skins. But in this spring, there is a breathtaking young woman with burnished bronze flesh bathing. Upon her collar, she wears an ornate ruby necklace that flashes with a fiery light.
God.
I hate you.
Hold on.
Her golden eyes sparkle with intelligence, and yet she seems oblivious to her surroundings, lost in the moment and completely enjoying the warm spring. On approach, her eyes are closed as she stretches out. Upon noticing you four, she screeches.
That checks out, yeah.
Creatures as in
Like,
like
we get
afraid
close enough
or
to
in a
notice that
language
she's
we don't
naked. Can I,
understand.
cough loudly?
You all are going to take 2 thunder damage,
Oh
or
fuck.
2, whatever the equivalent of 5e sound damage is.
That's thunder.
Okay, I had it right. Yay. Um, 2 thunder damage from her screech.
Miriam's just gonna kind of hold her hands up in defense.
And immediately in her place, you see a rotten tree log and a small bog around where the tree is.
What the actual
The
fuck?
The ruby necklace is hanging off one of the branches on the log, and that's all that remains from the previous scene.
Okay,
Sorry, what?
so as a question, in order to discern something from being an illusion, you'd make an insight check, I believe.
You could do insight, or you could just straight up detect magic.
I'm gonna do both because I have detect magic prepared. I would like to make an insight check to see if I can determine if the log is an illusion and she's still there.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm not good at Arcana.
I'm gonna use both.
Miriam's just gonna kind of hesitantly move forward.
Miriam walked toward the monster Hyphel in true form.
Yeah, basically.
So my token, let me mark that I'm
But
concentrating.
like slowly move forward. Like hands still up in like
slowly.
a not here to hurt you. But like
So with
clearly, what are you?
with your insight and Arcana combined, you're not entirely sure what happened, but you're pretty sure that whatever creature was there is no longer there.
Okay.
Can I try something really stupid?
You can always try something really stupid.
I was more asking the party.
Give me a second. I want to cast detect magic to see if
If
there's
it's picking
some...
up the necklace.
Oh yeah. With detect magic, you are 100% sure that the necklace is magical. And the type of magic that the necklace is giving off is conjuration.
Okay. You have to like wade into a bog to get to it.
Yep. It's a small bog. It's only like 25 feet across.
I don't know.
At its
Like
narrowest.
does this not seem sketchy as shit to anybody else?
Oh no, it definitely does. But I would like to try something stupid. It's okay.
The song is fitting.
Shy
I
of
like
going
that.
up and touching the necklace, I am okay with you doing whatever you want.
Well, I'll explain it to you first. So I, being the brand of tiefling that I am, I can cast Disguise Self freely, as long as it's once per day. I'm gonna try to like make myself look like the thing we just saw, and then see if I can just take the necklace.
Well, like it's just a glamour, right?
In theory, yeah. Oh, you mean my spell? Yes.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just.
just a glamour.
But I
So-
mean, if something's like waiting for her to come back,
I mean, I could always I could always throw a charge of divine sense to see if. Have we run across any other areas that were like bog-like, or has it been like
No.
just woods? Like I'm getting all kind of bad vibes from this. I don't think we should touch it.
It's just been woods.
You say as Miriam is walking towards it.
Yeah, I sent you a PM about that.
No, like
I
legit.
don't know.
I don't think we should. I think we should just keep moving. I mean, the greed is strong, and I mean, whatever it is, it's clearly magical. But like, I still don't think it's a good idea.
I agree. It's probably not a very good idea. I immediately cast Disguise Self and then go to grab the
You
necklace.
son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to fight Miriam for it. The second she sees you going for it, she's also gonna go for it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that is Miriam and Seraph both trying to reach the necklace at the same time.
Can we playfully fight over it with like a strength check or something?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna have you
Okay.
both make an athletics check to move through the
Fuck.
soupy waters of the bog.
Do I have time to
Fuck.
intervene?
You're standing at the shore.
I'd like to cast Hold Person on Miriam.
I'm gonna let you resolve that first.
Let's see.
It's a
saving
wisdom
throw?
save. Yeah, it's a 14.
Yeah, make a
Hold
wisdom
on.
save.
Do I have?
Make a wisdom save, and then we'll see if you get to make your athletics
That's
check.
not considered being charmed.
No, it is a paralyze.
God damn it.
Oof.
God damn it.
It's very suddenly your muscles just don't obey you, and you just stop moving as you run into the
Halfway
water.
in the water.
Seraph turns around and puts up two fingers and goes as I run past. Yes. What could go wrong?
Everything.
Yeah, no, basically, Miriam, you rolled a nat 1 on your athletics. Seraph,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
you grab the ruby necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately upon touching it, your surroundings are cast in shadow. The trees that were once living are now all dead, their branches bare. The lighting in this area is gloomy at best. You have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything you see is in shades of gray. You can't make out the color on anything. Off in the distance, you see a figure moving through trunks of the trees, running away from you.
Running away from me?
Yes.
Does it look like it's running away from me just because it was already going in that direction, or because it saw me and then took off?
You never made eye contact with it. You only saw the back of it.
Ooh, does it look like I can catch up to it?
You're still in a little bog area.
Okay.
But aside from Xander, correct. This is just Seraph. In fact, the other three of you, Seraph disappears.
Oh.
As well as the ruby necklace.
Yeah, I'll drop concentration on Hold Person once that happens.
Seraph, yeah, you're still standing in this bog area, but you might be able to catch up.
I'd like to try, but like, while I'm doing so, I'm definitely going to take like note of the direction I'm traveling in. If it gets too complicated, I'm just going to turn back.
Yeah. I would like for you to make an athletics check to move through the bog to try to catch up to this creature.
Okay. Cool.
You struggle, but eventually you make your way out of the soupy mess that is this bog area around this tree trunk. And by the time you get out, you've lost sight of whatever this was.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have anything I can do to like catch up to it. I do have the spell suggestion though. Do I get the feeling it's probably without it outside of earshot?
Probably, unless you yell really, really loud.
I mean, I do have thaumaturgy, which can make myself 3 times louder than I normally would be.
Yeah, try to cast both of those in quick succession. Just link them for me, and then
Yep.
tell me what you want to say.
I'm just gonna yell "come back" with suggestion. Also, as far as everyone else goes, do I see them or do they just seem gone?
They're gone.
Okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
I believe that's what it says.
Wisdom saving throw. What's your DC?
Spell save DC is 14.
It seems to have no effect.
Fuck.
You yell out, "Come back," and you don't hear anything. You don't see anything. Waiting for about a minute, nothing happens.
All right. Then I'm going to return to where I was standing.
In the middle of the bog?
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
can just do that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to just put it back where it was.
The second you let go of the ruby necklace, you notice the other wind riders standing around you.
Okay.
The
So
lighting has returned to the same. You're back in the same place.
I mean, she could have got.
This is the second I pop back up. Don't touch that necklace.
No shit!
Jeez. Okay. I have a lead box. I'm going to pull it out of my bag and I'm going to go up to where the necklace is and kind of like. You said it's like hanging on one of the branches?
Yeah, the ruby necklace is hanging on one of the branches.
I'm going to like close it around the ruby portion of the necklace and then still holding onto the box, slide it off the branch.
Sorry, say that again?
So I have the lead box. I'm gonna open it and then close it around the ruby portion of the necklace.
Yeah?
And then just slide it off the branch.
Yeah. Add a ruby necklace to your character sheet. Magic ruby necklace.
Presumably cursed magic ruby necklace.
It's just a magic ruby necklace. I don't know what you're talking about.
Where did you go?
Was that referring to me?
Yeah.
Here? But different here?
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah, no, it was pretty gloomy. There was a thing that saw me. It didn't want to talk.
It's reassuring.
I mean, it didn't want to fight either, so.
That is reassuring.
You know, we've gone this far without getting into any conflicts ever since we entered the wood. I think it's better just to leave things where they are. But if you want to take it with us, it's up to you.
I'm already shoving the box back in my bag.
Seraph and Miriam gain 75 experience. Travis gained 50. Ilya gained 25.
But don't actually gain experience?
No, you actually do. Just add that to the base of whatever level 6 is. I don't want you to lose that on like non-combat experience for playing your character.
Oh, well, I haven't been calculating any of the experience from today, so
That's fair.
no big.
I don't want you to lose it on combat, but I also don't want you to get too far ahead with your character uniqueness.
Yeah.
Let's just keep moving.
At this point, would anyone like to hunt?
We still have food, right?
Yeah, we're fine.
I say we keep going.
All right. Mark off 5 rations for everyone.
Done.
It is Wellbeing the second now. Travis, you are aware that your establishment is completed, but you're not there to see it in its full glory.
Aw.
Figure it should be done by now.
Oh yeah, it's definitely done by now.
What I don't remember what I said it was gonna be, like the crying dragon or something like that.
Whenever you land on a name before you get there, just send me a Discord PM.
Okay.
We drink for free, right? That's the deal?
Yeah, as long as you don't drink us out of business.
No promises.
Also, it's not going to be at a profit until we get more people living there.
Of
Sure.
note, it is a new year. It is now the year of 1136. You kind of missed the New Year's celebration on your travels.
That's okay. I wasn't a very good boy, so I don't think the Red Wizard was going to bring me anything.
Oh, that happened a while ago.
Hey, we did
was
that.
Midwinter, right? Yeah. Never mind.
You got me a nice cloak.
Yeah.
So it is now Wellbeing the second, using your method of marking off days with rations. You're able to keep track of time. And late morning-ish, you come to a bend, and walking around the bend, you notice that 2 large tree trunks that are flanking the path are connected by a set of enormous wooden gates. Above the doors, a branch forms an archway where 2 elves stand watch. Their blue armor is adorned with gold inlay, shining bright in the light given off by the small, white, floating motes of light surrounding them. One of the elves calls out to you, "What business brings newcomers to the gates of Landar Onir?"
Miriam's just gonna point at Ilya.
My girlfriend needs to see her boyfriend.
And then Ellie's just gonna look down at the floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it you're here to see?
My name is Valadin.
Valadin Kaladar?
Yes.
And at that, the gates open, revealing a sprawling city rising into the canopy of the forest. Pathways twist upward around these large pine trees. Some of them follow the branches outward, often connecting to another tree trunk. This network of skywalks rises into the sky, reaching high, high into the distance. Tree branches twist into columns and window decorations. The elves somehow grew the trees into the shapes they needed to create their homes and buildings. Even the walkways have guardrails comprised of natural growth shaped to fit the elves' needs. The 2 guards above the gate let you pass, and you walk into the center of the base level of Landar Onir. Surrounding you on this hard-packed dirt town center are a few shops and restaurants. Reading the signs, who of you knows Elvish?
I think it's
Uh,
just Miriam.
I can read it.
So Miriam and Seraph are able to read Indris's quill, glinting blades, the unicorn's brew, the fox's vault, Golina's magical wands, the green dragon. Around this area, some elves mill about. Most of them give you a quick look of curiosity before averting their eyes. Almost all of them are wearing light cloaks and silken shirts underneath with sleeves that cover their hands entirely. The only elves with displayed hands are those that are visibly armed: guards, military, mercenaries. What would you like to do?
If I could make a suggestion, like find a place to meet back tonight, and then fucking go do whatever the fuck we want, because it's been forever since we've been in civilization.
It has been
Yeah.
45 days through the woods.
Like I got shit to sell. Like, you know, like I hear all kinds of good shit about elven weaponry. So like I gotta go check out some shit.
Yeah, that works for me.
Find an inn.
Uh,
Which of these signs, seems like it would probably be an inn.
The green dragon.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, now I can't have a
Kinda lead
dragon name.
everyone that
Damn it.
way.
Do what?
Now I can't do dragon in my inn name. Damn it.
Have you guys even fought a dragon yet? Like,
No.
that's half of the name of this game, and you still haven't done it.
No, we have not.
Well, we did in the one shot.
Yeah, but that's not the Wind Riders.
No, and I think the only dungeon we went into was... We went to a couple dungeons so far.
We've gone through a couple
Yeah.
dungeons, yeah.
I do dungeons. That's a thing I do.
But no,
To be
we're level 5. Like we haven't fought dragons yet.
We're working up to it.
She was working on homework.
No,
She
I wasn't.
was. Do you have to leave right now to do it?
Not necessarily, but I'm also not sure how long it'll take me. I have 2 assignments.
And can we spend like the remainder of the game doing some town things?
Like at most, it'll probably take me an hour at most. So like, just
Yeah, I mean, like, we could spend an hour doing town things-ish.
Like I have another D&D game that I'm running tonight at midnight, which is our normal break time for me, which is in an hour.
Oh, heard. Oh, so we might have to call it here then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can we spend the remainder of the game just doing some town things, and then
Yeah.
like whatever
Yeah,
stuff we
that's
want to take care of in town?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'll probably have to check out because I don't really think I can work on homework and listen to y'all at the same time.
I mean, fair. I mean, if it's just town things, it's just like logistic stuff.
Yeah.
You guys made it through the forest at least. That's about half of what I had prepped.
So, drinks at a bar?
Please.
I need to. I guess I have to ask a guard because I can't read Elvish unless Miriam can point out an alchemist and the blacksmith to me, and maybe
mean,
a
I can
place where they
always-
would sell scrolls.
I can always just go with you.
I mean, if you want to have a drink with Seraph, I mean, by all means. Just
No,
need to
you
know where
guys
these
go
places
ahead.
are.
Like, I'm always down for a drink, man.
You guys go
Can
ahead. Catch
can
up with me.
Hedgewood read Elvish?
Where do we know?
I
Can
can't. So
Hedgewood
he,
read?
I think it's safe to assume that Ilya would just like follow Seraph around.
yeah. For the record, Sarah's gonna get super possessive, girlfriendy around Ilya in this moment.
So, like, not that I want to undermine your quest at all, Ilya, to reunite with your friend, but I think all of us are pretty fucking exhausted.
No, I completely understand that. I'm kind of done myself. I think if I saw him in this state, I'd probably die.
Does
Well-
anybody have anything they need to pawn off that they want me to pawn off for them?
I'll come with you guys. How about this? We take Ilya back to the inn. We get a room. We let her have a nap. We go out and do some stuff.
Yeah, does that work with you, Elia?
Yeah, I will not say no to a nap.
How much is it for 2 rooms when we go into the Green Dragon?
For 2 rooms, it's just going to be 1 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pay the 50. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I just take it out of party currency.
Okay.
Because that's kind of what it's for, and we never used it in the past, so...
Yeah, so Ilya, you're able to take a bath, have a nap, get refreshed, worry. You know, all
Hell
those
yeah.
things you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Convenient excuses to do homework. All right, so where do you guys want to go first?
Okay, I need to go.
I know I'm kind of third wheeling here, but
I need to stop by an alchemist to sell off the Winter Wolf canines, a place that would deal in scrolls, because we have a scroll that none of us can use anymore, the Speak with Animals scroll. And then probably a blacksmith to see if they've got any magical swag for sale.
I'd be interested to see if we could find anybody who might be able to identify this necklace for us.
No, that might be like probably the same location as wherever would because that thing's like wizard shit, right? They'd probably be interested in scrolls.
okay. Talk to you later, Tatum.
Hey, Tatum.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Do your
Bye.
homework. Do well.
Uh,
Tatum has to finish some homework before midnight, so we're doing some in-town stuff while she does that. So where first?
Yeah, where first?
I'd like an alchemist.
Miriam, you are able to tell that the alchemist would probably be the unicorn's brew.
We'll lead the way.
Yeah, so I would like to go in the shop.
I assume. Does everyone here speak common?
They spoke common to us at
Uh,
the gate, right?
Probably,
the guard.
Yeah, they spoke common to you because they noticed that only one of you was partially an elf. Someone make an insight check with advantage because I assume someone else is going to help them.
Did
I was gonna
Boom.
do it, but
I have a +6. Okay.
I was gonna say I have a +5.
Yeah, even with a 16, you get the idea that after glancing at your group, a half elf, a human, and a tiefling, most of the people here would be able to speak common to you.
It seems like it's a pretty big city, right? Because it's on the map.
Oh yeah,
And like the one we
Yeah.
stayed in before that didn't speak common wasn't on the map because it was like a small settlement.
right.
And that was probably why they didn't speak common. But yeah, I would like to go into the alchemist.
Yeah. Walking in, the shelves here are lined with various body parts of various creatures. Some of them have dust on them. Some of them look like they've been used with multiple body parts in the same jar. And behind the counter, there's a female elf. Hello there, my name is Atiel. How can I help you?
Hi. I don't know if you purchase or trade in exotic objects.
I dabble from time to time. What is it that you're trying to sell?
I'll put the bag of holding on the counter, and I'll pull out the 12 Winter Wolf canines that we pulled from the Winter Wolves, and I'll set them on the counter.
She picks one up and, using basically a jeweler's lyre, the magnifying glasses in front of their face, she inspects them. Oh, these are from Winter Wolves, fairly young. These, yeah, I could buy these from you for. I'll give you 200 gold for all 6.
I have 12.
actually,
I mean, 6 sets.
Oh, 6 sets, 12. Yeah, I'll give you 400 gold for that.
400 gold.
hey, Can we use some of that to buy mana in case someone dies?
Yeah, what about in trade value and not just hard gold? Is there any way we could possibly cut a deal here? Maybe some healing potions, as you can tell me, my companions are adventurers, so those kind of things are pretty good to us, as well as any mana you might have available.
Oh yes. So I said 400 gold for all of it for cash. I'll give you 600 gold in store credit.
Well,
Uh,
I only need 230 in mana because I've already got 70.
but that's gonna be like that's a one gold to one gold ratio. I don't think that
Right.
it's gonna be a well, I guess he's okay with that. So yeah, we'll get 230 gold in mana if she's got mana for trade.
Steven, can I roll insight to see how gay this elf is?
Sure.
You just dropped off your girlfriend.
Oh well.
You have no idea.
Listen, I'm really good at lying, and I never get to do it. All right.
Does she? Do you have any more interesting potions and maybe like some decent healing potions for sale?
Ah, yes, I could sell you potions of healing. I have plenty of those.
Fuck you.
What about like a potion of a potion that would make you more resilient to fire? That seems something that I would be very interested in.
Sadly.
Miriam just kind of gives Sander a side eye.
Oh no, potion of resist fire. Yes, that's a popular one. I have those available for 700 gold.
700 gold. Jesus fucking Christ. That is not worth it.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
She pulls out a little vial. It's unstoppered and it's giving off fumes. It's sapphire. And there's a crystal stopper that she quickly puts on top of it.
Yeah, that's a little too expensive.
How weird does your guys' bedroom stuff get?
So
Very weird. Heard.
if I did my math right, we have what 370 gold of store credit. How many
Yep.
and what kinds of healing potions could we get for the remainder?
Oh yes, I have greater healing potions available for 200 gold, and normal healing potions available for 50.
So could I get 3 normal and then 2 or 1 greater? So that would be 350 gold.
Of course, you still have 20 gold in store credit.
What can I get for 20 gold?
Sadly, all of my items are more expensive than that. The cheapest potion I have available currently is an elixir of swimming for 250 gold.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit too much.
I'll give you 10 gold change. Keep the conversion rate roughly the same.
Do you think that she could maybe use some of the ochis that we found?
Ochis are delicious, but unfortunately I don't deal in them.
Okay, I was definitely whispering. That's fine.
They're elves. They're very keen.
Shh.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
true.
that 10 gold and change would be fine. I'm okay with that.
Sure thing. Here you are.
Just
And she passes over a small pile of gold.
Great. I really appreciate your help. You wouldn't happen to know where we might find someone who might deal in scrolls? We've kind of a couple in our travels that we don't have much use for anymore.
Of course, Indyrus' Quill is a great place to buy and sell scrolls.
Indyrus' Quill. All right. Thank you.
But of course,
Is there anything else you guys need to do here?
No?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So before we like go to the place, as a meta talk. So I don't know what Drudge's Breath of Life does. I cannot find it on the internet. I think Idea gives us advantage on 1 skill check. Doesn't seem very useful. Because it's one of those things where like you have to get the scroll out, cast the spell, then make the skill check.
Right.
And we're never gonna remember we have it. And
Yeah, I'm fine.
none of us are like nautical navigators, so Calder Starry Sky isn't gonna do us any good either, which basically gives us a small sky map. So I don't see why we wouldn't be able to sell all of these things off.
Can I keep that one actually?
Yeah, do you want Calder Starry Sky?
That sounds like that could be like a cute date thing, and I want to keep that.
Yeah, I'll type it in chat so you can mark it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Life sounds like it should be some sort of healing thing.
I think I'm really stretching to remember. I think it hurts you and heals your target for like a little bit.
It's like life transference, but on a
Yeah,
friendly.
but like,
What's the name of it?
I'll type it in chat.
I know I have it in my notes somewhere.
Drawage Breath of Life. I remember when you gave us these scrolls, you linked a document with all the custom spells in it. But that is like
Yeah.
long fucking gone.
I think I remember what it was called.
It popped up on Google.
Did you find
Caster endows themselves up to 4 others with the ability to hold your breath for 15 minutes.
it? Okay, so it's like a water breathing spell. Okay, we'll keep that then, because that theoretically is useful. It's a shitty water breathing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll try to so we'll go over to the place that was mentioned, and we'll try to pawn off these other 2 scrolls.
What 2 are you trying to sell?
I'd like to try to sell Idea and Speak with Animals.
Okay.
It's in
Oh, go ahead.
which I don't think we're going to get much for them, because they're pretty low level spells. I think they're both first levels.
So yeah, walking into Indyrus' quill. This shop is a little more barren. There are a lot of books here that don't seem inherently magical, but behind the counter there's a small collection of scrolls, and also behind the counter is a short female elf. She introduces herself. Hello, my name is Indyrus. How can I help you?
Hello, me and my companions adventures, obviously. We came across some spell scrolls we don't have much use for. I didn't know if you dealt with trade or buy these sort of things from travelers.
I can purchase scrolls from you. I can probably sell them to someone else.
Yeah, sure. And I'll produce the Idea scroll and the Speak with Animals scroll.
Ah, yes. For Speak with Animals, I'll give you 75 gold. And for this Idea scroll, I'll give you 150? 225 total.
That is a lot more than
Same.
I was planning on getting for these.
Can I interest you in any of these scrolls that I have?
What do you have?
Yeah, we got a sorceress cleric and a paladin.
Warlock, technically.
Well, I have Arcane Scroll, Resist Energy, or Invisibility, Resist Energy, Phantasmal Killer, False Vision, Greater Teleport, Remove Fear, Resist Energy, Wall of Fire, Summon Monster 6, Divine Scroll of Light, Detect Snares and Pits, and a Tome of Understanding.
What does the Tome of Understanding do?
We can't afford that.
The Tome of Understanding.
Go ahead.
That's the one that like permanently increases one of your attributes, isn't it?
It makes you wiser in the ways of the world.
Yeah, fuck. That's gonna be expensive as shit.
How much do you want for it?
55,000 gold.
Yeah. Fuck. Not that I think that we have enough money, but how much would the Greater Teleport scroll cost?
Trying to get somewhere in a hurry?
perhaps it'd be one of those things that might be an emergency situation.
For this, I'll give it to you for 2,275 gold.
Fuck. That's so much money.
So, do scrolls work when the spell's a higher level than
You have to roll to
spell slots you
cast
have?
it.
Okay.
Which
How
I
much
think
for the
I think teleport's like a 7th level spell.
How much for the Wall of Fire scroll?
For the Wall of Fire, that'll be 700 gold.
Scrolls be expensive, y'all.
Yeah, no shit. Like these are like high level spells. Like these are no fucking joke. I just realized we have not made like any fucking money in a really long time. It's been like 3 games since we made any fucking money.
Yep.
Yeah. Stephen, hold those thoughts.
Holding thoughts heard. Indyrus looks at you quizzically.
3.
Seems that your scrolls may be a bit out of our price range, but you've got quite a few books here. You don't happen to have any on magical beasts of any nature, do you?
Oh, shit! I forgot I was gonna
magical
ask the fucking
beasts.
alchemist. No, I legit thought at the time like I should ask her. She immediately knew they were winter wolf fangs. Like I didn't even have to say anything, so she probably knows what the fuck Seraph's necklace is.
We can go back.
Yeah, we should go back and ask her.
I mean, I have... Invisibility might be in your price range. It's only 150 gold. Remove fear is only 50. Resist energy 150.
Yeah, I mean a lot
These
of them.
scrolls of light I'll let go for 5 silver pieces.
Yeah,
Detect snares and pits for 25 gold.
cast light whenever.
How many scrolls of light do you have? Wait, no, I can't cast it. It's not on my spell list. Never mind. I can't. No, I don't ask. I can't cast it.
I have light as a
What a
cantrip.
shame.
Yeah.
A paladin
Oh.
doesn't have the light
No,
spell?
paladins don't have cantrips.
Hey, Indyrus, how did you become like a shopkeeper? Is this like your main profession? Your family do this?
My family runs a mine, actually. I got into scrolls because I had a arcane talent.
Oh, is that so? Like wizardry or?
Sort of.
Fair, fair, fair. So you're not like an ex-adventurer or anything? You've never like a...
No, my interests have always been more scholarly.
That's fair. Go to school?
I kind of taught myself. I had a mentor, but
Oh?
they were distant.
How so?
Always instruction through letters.
Interesting. And you picked up a lot that way?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
have talent.
Can you cast any of these just as a thought?
Some of them I can.
Which ones in particular, if you don't mind me asking? I'm very curious.
I'm not very talented, so most of the expensive ones I can't.
Just like the little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Steven, if I cast suggestion on someone, do they know I'm doing it?
Link it for me.
Jeremy Crawford answered this question. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's a verbal
Yeah.
mechanic to it, so yeah.
Ooh.
The
So
verbal mechanic is arcane mumbo jumbo. Is not what you tell them. It's
right.
like.
All right. So Steven,
It's like an anime where they say what they're doing, but it's
Yeah.
let me make my argument for this
okay.
before I do it. I specifically asked if she were an ex-adventurer because I was trying to get what kind of stats she would have out of this. I don't assume you have a stat block for this NPC.
I might.
So knowing that she was probably more into wizardry spells, I assume her intelligence would be higher than her wisdom.
That's a safe assumption.
She's
also an elf.
Correct.
Who you would know tend to be more wise than like humans or
right, natively speaking.
Basically most things other than dwarves, which are kind of on par with.
But okay, does casting suggestion make them openly hostile if they fail it? I guess that's what I'm worried about. Or if you can't tell me that, that's fine too.
I guess you'll have to find out.
Say that one more time, sorry.
I'm curious if her realizing that I casted suggestion on her would make her openly hostile. Or is that like not what the effect of the spell does? Do they just know that it happened?
I mean, she would know that it happened, and like depending on if you succeeded or not would depend on when her reaction would happen.
Oh, so regardless, she's gonna know eventually anyway.
Yeah.
And
Okay, never mind.
As a note,
Never
she
mind.
is someone who deals in spells, so she probably know the exact spell you casted on her.
Which is exactly why I was trying to figure out what she did know and what she didn't know.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because that is a 3rd level spell. That's fine though. If she's gonna eventually know that it happened, I don't want to do it.
Fair. Yeah, and you would know that she would.
Okay.
I was gonna say I want to go to the blacksmith, but like I don't think I have enough money to buy anything in this fucking town.
I have some money if you might need that. I have about 18 platinum, 500 gold.
Well, like I'm trying to get some plate armor. I've been saving up my money like since we started.
Yeah, I don't have enough for that.
Let me look it up.
We should go see about this tooth though.
So was that a no on the book about magical beasts?
Oh.
I really got an answer for that.
Sorry, I got distracted by the fact that you guys are just gonna go ask the alchemist. I have a book on various beasts encountered in the woods of Elidore.
How much you ask?
For this, I'll let it go for 15 gold.
Do you think it's worth it?
Yeah, for sure. That's an easy buy.
Okay.
I'd spend party funds for that.
I mean, I'll spend it. It's fine. I assume it's for my knowledge, right? Or Miriam?
I was looking for something specific, but it would be helpful for you as well, I'm sure.
What were you looking for?
If it's about the areas around here, I doubt it will be what I need it to be.
Suspiciously vague. I took it out of my gold already, Steven.
For the book?
Yep.
You seem like quite the scholar. We had a sort of an odd intervention on our way here through the woods, and I don't know if you're familiar with maybe local legends or that sort of thing.
I mean, stories are passed among the elves. Things that happen in Elidore.
We went to stop by one of the springs that was nearby. When we got there, there was a woman bathing in the spring. Upon noticing us, she suddenly screeched and transformed the spring into a kind of disgusting bog. Does that sound familiar?
That sounds like it could be either a hag or a banshee.
But there aren't any local legends involving this sort of a thing? It's just sort of like a creature in the wood?
There are many things that wander the woods of Elidore. Most of us, we stick to the cities.
I suppose that's fair.
So back to the other shop.
Yeah, we should inquire about the necklace because I mean she's gonna fucking know. Like she's gotta, right?
In theory, I mean, unless it's super rare.
Yeah, we'll head back over to the unicorn place. I didn't write it down.
The unicorn's brew. Something like that.
Makes me just. That's either a really good name for a beer or a really gross name for something you get out of a unicorn.
It was called the Unicorn's Brew. You were correct. Atiel greets you. She's drinking a goblet of wine this time. Hello.
Mm.
How can I help you again?
Insight check. Is it actually wine? No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, I actually meant to ask when we were in before, but we were kind of in a rush to. Sorry, this is all kind of new to me. My friend has a necklace with a tooth on it. Since you identified the fang so quickly, I figured what better person to ask than yourself.
Oh, but of course, yeah. Let me see it.
Yep, I take it out of my bag and I hand it to her.
My God, Steven, these NPCs suck.
She had a +9.
I know. She
Yeah.
still only rolled a fucking 12.
Can I hand her the book of beasts and slide it over and see if that helps her?
You want me to read an entire book to figure out what this is?
I mean, maybe if you have like a general idea of the animal it may have come from, if it'll help you confirm suspicions on something. I don't know.
Does this NPC maybe have advantage because she literally works in this shit?
Nudge, nudge.
You know what? That's a good point. I'll give her advantage. This. This tooth is from a creature called a basilisk.
And that's
It's a large lizard. It has the power of making creatures turn to stone.
I assume that we would
Getting
all
it.
know that, right? That basilisks turn things to stone.
I mean, I don't. I come from a city.
But
Miriam would and Xander would.
I say it's like
but
one of
Seraph
those.
would not.
It's like one of those things where it's like trolls are weak to fire. That's just like a thing that people know.
I mean, Miriam and Xander would, but not
Yeah.
Seraph.
Okay.
So, like, probably didn't kick in a window and murder my parents. Kind of not that kind of thing.
Not that kind of thing. No, usually hang out by themselves in the wild, deal with other creatures instead of people.
Interesting. And you wouldn't know of any like organizations that would use these for assemble or something?
I don't know of any. No.
All right. Well, that's a help. Thank you.
If we were to look for basilisks, where would you suggest that we would look for them? Not that we're planning on it. I just kind of like geographically.
Any areas we should avoid?
They like hanging out in caves. Like they make a den for themselves in caves usually, and stick to those areas. So mountainous regions, cliff sides, that sort of thing would probably be where they hang out.
Are they poisonous?
Nope.
Or
Not
venomous? Excuse me.
not through their fangs. No. It's their gaze you need to avoid.
But there's no preference towards climate for these creatures, as far as you know.
They're pretty much anywhere they can find food.
Doesn't narrow down our search much for answers.
I mean, at least we know whatever it is that happened was probably done by someone strong enough to take out a basilisk.
Maybe a war trophy or a sign of protection or a sigil for them.
What organization do you think this has ties to?
Oh, darling, fuck if I know.
My friend's parents were killed, and this was found at the scene. Didn't belong to either one of them.
At least as far as I know, it didn't belong to either one of them.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
We're a very interesting group.
Well, thanks, I guess. That's more helpful than anyone else has been so far. So,
Is there any way that? Well, I guess I don't want to just offer services for the information you've already given us, but since you've been so helpful to us, is there any like rare ingredients in the area that we might keep an eye out for in our travels that you might be looking for?
Things in this area I tend to have pretty well stocked. It's things from afar that I need.
Well, we're actually visiting here from sort of near Griffin Rest, so if there's anything in that area you might be interested in, we could always um, send it to you.
Griffin feathers for sure. I know they keep a army of griffins there, so I know they're near the area. If you ever find griffin feathers, I will absolutely accept.
Absolutely. Can I just send them? If we do, they'll be sent via from Damerall Keep, and I'll just send them here to your shop. If that's all right.
Of course, sounds great.
Thank you.
But of course, thank you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm thinking the same thing.
all right. Any other shopping we needed to do before we get super drunk?
I was gonna look for plate armor, but I can't. There's no way I'm gonna find it cheap enough. I can't afford it, so. Even if I took all of the money out of the party fund, like selfishly, like I still would not have enough money to buy plate armor.
Yeah, that's gonna cost you a cool 1,500 gold.
Yeah. I mean, it's like non-magic, non-swaggered, non-stylized, like very run-of-the-mill plate armor.
And it has to be made bespoke.
Yeah.
But Miriam, you would know that. What is that? Glinting Blades would be the place to go.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to look, does it?
I mean, there's always the opportunity that I might find like a magic shield or some shit that might be, worthwhile, so I don't see why it wouldn't be a problem for us to go look, poke around.
Yeah, sure. What do we got to lose?
Yeah, at one of the sides of this hard-packed dirt like shopping area on the ground floor, you very clearly see the work area of a smith. It doesn't even take Miriam pointing you in that direction. You know that that's a smith. And
You could spell
approaching it, there's a sort of heavy-set elf who introduces himself as Ellenwith. And behind him, there's a small elven female child who, when she sees you, her eyes get really wide and she starts hiding behind her father.
Oh,
Oh, my heart.
Hello, I am Ellenwith. Can I help you? Can I make anything for you?
Hi, I just wondered if you had any previously made objects for sale, and/or if I could possibly price some plate armor from you. Although I don't think I have the funds for that at the moment.
Of course. I have 3 pre-made items for sale. Most of my work is bespoke here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a great sword, a long sword, and a scimitar. All give off light when drawn from their scabbard.
Well, that is so fucking useful for me, but I already have a magic sword.
No reason you can't have 2.
Can I interest you in any of the 3?
I mean, I'd love to see the longsword. It's my weapon of choice.
Of course. He steps inside the building for a second, and he emerges holding a longsword in a scabbard, and he holds it out towards you.
Yeah, I'll take it from him and then I'll kind of pull it out.
Yeah, when you pull it out, it gives off light, basically like the light spell would. There's a training dummy nearby you that you can use the sword against if you'd like.
Yeah, do you mind?
But of course, when you make contact with the training dummy, there's a small burst of shadows where the sword made contact. And that seems to be like, it doesn't diminish the light at all, but it still happens every time you hit the training dummy there.
It's really interesting.
Miriam, the girl, while Ellenweth is inside, the girl looks at you and says, "Are you an adventurer?"
I will respond to her in Elven. Yeah, we all are.
I want to be an adventurer.
Well, it's very dangerous work. Are you sure you're up for the task?
I like danger. It's exciting.
Well,
Of
then
course
what?
it's finely balanced. I made it.
Well, then there's nothing holding you back, is there?
No, although I'm not sure my dad would like the idea. This is happening while Ellenweth is over with Xander while they're talking, and Xander's attacking a training dummy.
Are they both speaking in Elven?
The little girl and Miriam, yeah.
Sorry, Seraph.
Sorry.
uh, Miriam just kind of laughs and just goes, "That's okay. My dad didn't really like it either."
How did you tell him?
Well, when I got older, he told me that I was free to do whatever I wanted.
Really? Is that something that my dad will say about me?
That's a good question that I don't know the answer to.
Oh, I hope he'll let me.
Well, I'm sure if you practice and you train at whatever you're good at and you can show him that you're able to protect yourself, maybe you can convince him.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to leave Elidore someday. The blacksmith inspects your sword, and he very quickly determines, yeah, this is a good sword for you. It doesn't quite match the artsmanship of what I make here, but I don't think any of mine would give you any tactical advantage over what you have.
I definitely am very interested in this sword. Unfortunately, I can't afford it. Perhaps another time I might drop back by and pick it up when I've found the funds.
But of course, all my weapons are given this property. I might have sold this one by then, but I might have another that would pique your interest.
Yeah, I'd be certain to be. Anytime I'm in town, I'll definitely have to stop by.
Sure thing. I look forward to it. Says
Uh,
with a smile.
As a note, I'm sure you can tell me and my friends are a group of adventurers. There isn't anything in the area that you need taken care of yourself, do you? I'm always looking for the odd job.
Not that I know of, no. We tend to keep to ourselves anymore. Behind the closed gates.
Makes sense.
Miriam, the little girl's eyes just kind of light up as she's excited by what you're doing. It's the same sort of reaction she had to the smoke show that Seraph put on for her.
It seems like my companions are making fast friends.
Yeah, my daughter, she dreams of leaving Elidore someday and exploring the world.
It's a really dangerous world out there.
It is. I hope I can talk some sense into her before she gets of age.
He says, as Miriam is telling her, do it!
Right?
It's definitely a very interesting life, and we've had our ups and downs so far, but it's not for everyone.
I hope it's not for everyone, no. I hope it works out for you.
I appreciate it. Like I said, if I ever have the coin and I find myself back here, I'll definitely consider picking up one of these masterpieces.
But of course, I look forward to seeing you again.
2,000 gold? What the fuck?
It's a magic sword.
My magic sword was 200 gold.
It's a magic elven sword.
It's a real pretty magic sword.
It is a real pretty magic sword.
Did I get like the impression when I was hitting the dummy that it did like some kind of alternative damage in addition to the just jabs?
Make an Arcana check.
Because I know like Aiden's sword did some other magic shit. Hey.
Yeah, you got the impression that it was doing a little more than just the sword's amount of damage.
Okay, so it's probably like, wow, that's a lot of money. Everything here is so fucking expensive. Okay.
I mean, yeah. Elves. What will
Yeah.
you do?
Like, they fancy boys.
Elves tend to be a little confident in their abilities.
Honestly, I was
Wouldn't know anything about that.
I hate when a song I recognize comes on because then it kind of takes me out of it. So I'm just going to skip this for a minute.
I was honestly really hoping that you had something for sale that wasn't, you know, mystical, so I would have a souvenir to take back with me.
Oh,
Do you have
you
a-
want something more mundane? I'm sorry. I just assumed you'd want something magical.
Well, do you happen to have anything that you haven't enchanted yet?
Oh, but of course. What are you looking for?
Maybe a small dagger. If
Oh,
you've got
yes,
something
I
like
can.
that.
I can part with a dagger, of course. Any reaching onto one of the shelves there, he pulls out a dagger. Elven make. It's golden green. Something he did to the metal made it turn green. So there's on the hilt, it's sort of like spiral metal around it,
What is up with me and
and
fucking
it's-
green weapons?
alternating golden green. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. How much are you looking to part with it for?
I'll part with this for 60 gold.
That sounds like a fair deal to me. I'll pull out 60 gold. I'll pay him.
Yeah, of course, it's yours. Thank you. You just have a gold bracelet?
Yep, it's been in my pack for a long time.
Yeah, you can give it to the little elven child.
If I remember correctly, you found that in the ruins.
Yep.
In
She
a
will
coffin.
gladly take it.
Yeah, I hand it over to her.
Is it one of the dwarven ones?
It was found in the same ruins as the hammer.
Okay, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it
cool.
wasn't. It wasn't found in those. It was found in the ruins where we went for the Beholder quest. You guys found it in a coffin.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't magical at all.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
just
no.
want to know what race made it.
Whatever
I have no idea.
those dead
It would
things
be
were.
halfling.
Okay.
No, that was dwarven as well.
Yeah, it was dwarven. Yeah.
That was a dwarven expedition. Right.
I hand it over to her. I said,
Yeah, she'll excitedly take it.
I'm gonna hand it over and be like, we got this adventuring. I don't know if you could find any use for it, but maybe someday if you become an adventurer, you could give it to some little girl you come across.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you so much. She's just like playing with it now in her fingers.
Seraph is going to turn around and slowly walk away before she dies of cuteness.
And steals a child.
Yeah, and ends up kidnapping someone's kid.
That might be a good call.
Hey, I know we're here to see your boyfriend, but I got a kid.
You're stuck with me now.
All right.
She's not in the voice chat anymore, right? No, she's not.
No.
She's focusing.
Any other business we need to conclude?
I don't believe so.
It's Travis, I assume you're leaving soon to do your other game.
Yeah. I'm making a note on the dagger. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I heard to buy something in every town we stop in.
I have not noticed.
Yeah.
I have noticed.
No.
Even if it's just like small souvenirs. Like the front page of my character sheet just has all kinds of random shit I bought on it.
Yep.
I'm trying to get rid of shit.
Usually it's really cheap stuff.
Do we just want to call it here then?
We can, yeah. You guys can go back to the Green Dragon. You have your rooms paid for.